I'm the leader, the Iron Man. The night's done, you know who I am. Blades find their mark and my mind is sharp. My psionics tell you our minds are hells apart. Straightforward and honest, I'm no soothsayer, worth no more than 900. My destiny is ahead, never afraid to confront it. I'll keep everyone safe even if I won't make it. Instruments humming, our tune is loud, showing our courage, our time is now. Our valor is boundless and together we stand proud. 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 Big man, big heart, rage and control. Proud father, wisdom with age, never selfish, never cold. Knock you out with these fists, fall to the floor. Prefer peace, don't test me, I'll even the score. Brute strength to silence enemies, they'll fall. A peaceful soul, don't hesitate to brawl. Instruments humming, our tune is loud, showing our courage, our time is now. Our valor is boundless and together we stand proud. 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 Seeking shiny the cat's out of the bed. Middle mate can be called ironclad. No cat and mouse, but with my prey I'll play a support animal, yeah. I'm your steel defender, no scratches on this cat, built sleek and slender. No attitude like men, I'm tired of you, so talk to my creator now. The shadows gather as I walk in shadow elf, but I hate my kin. Tinker inventor, I always have the tools for the job. Rules never tidy, kind never slob. Sleep is for the weak, so I'll never catch a wink. If I feel tired, just down an energy drink. Master hacker, intelligent, without a doubt. Stand in my way, fuck around and find out. Proud. Instruments humming, our tune is loud, showing our courage, our time is now. Our valor is boundless and together we stand proud. 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 Man with a voice smooth as silk, not full of hot air. I've got the skills, air genesi, musical talent unmatched. Singing sax, playing bagpipes on blast. My music sharp like a cloud of daggers, got the moves like Jagger. I ain't no slacker, objects move when I'm around. An army of animated things who can't be brought down. I'll be your test, can't withstand this tempest. Proud. Instruments humming, our tune is loud, showing our courage, our time is now. Our valor is boundless and together we stand proud. 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 My magic's divine, like a holy man's words. I bring the fire, like soon in a church. In the kitchen or chapel, that's where I shine. I'm the heart of the party, keeping their health in line. Pocket bacon, always stocked up, ready to share. If anyone's in need, I'm quick to be there. Divine skills, prestigious and strong, I'm the party shield. They call me Aegis, it won't be long. Proud. Instruments humming, our tune is loud, showing our courage, our time is now. Our valor is boundless and together we stand proud. Proud. Proud.
Hello, stream. Hey, Saru, closer to 9. You better stop it. Okay. Right. Okay, guys, we're gonna just jump right into it. I think we're gonna be Lucy-less today, so I will figure that out. But we're gonna just get started. All right, hello.
Hello?
Oh, hi.
So it appears that Lucy cannot make it. But,
Oh no.
yeah,
Did he officially tell you that?
yeah, just now.
What the fuck, dude?
So he said his
Wrong
data
answer.
just ran out, didn't get below 50% notifications. He's going to try to get more. He's on his sister's right now, but consider him not able to show. So I will figure that part out. Okay, so I'm going to do recap and all that, and we'll figure out where to go from here. So you guys decided to take some downtime. Everybody should have gotten their downtime information. Everybody seemed fairly content with their downtime. If you weren't, do better on your next downtime. Recap.
Fair enough.
So last week you guys did do a lot of roleplay. You talked with your new gem dragon friend, Kethra the Topaz, after exiting the Kraken's portal, and that was not a sentence I ever thought I'd have to write. Marcus noticed that something seemed off about the dragon and was worried he'd messed something up by encouraging the former void dragon to transform because of the shift in personality, but Kira later assured him that it was likely just that he'd learned so much about his past in such a short amount of time, and reminded him that she'd been through kind of the same and hasn't been exactly the same since.
Both assholes. This is what we get.
Both assholes. Yeah. You identified some items. That's the second time I've called Kat an asshole in like 10 minutes.
We're going for a new record. Keep them coming.
You guys had Zachary shoot Bonkin, which he did very well, very successfully, and Bonkin managed to thankfully catch the bullet. Yeah, too well. Bonkin managed to thankfully catch the bullet as he promised he could, and it was impressive on both counts. Bonkin then asked Zachary, still trusted him I guess, to drive him to the diner where he met with the Frozen Phoenix and had lunch in a very father-daughter date type of environment. It wasn't a real date, Marcus, is what I wrote in my notes. Marcus then had Zachary drive him to the jeweler shop to retrieve the gift he'd found for Kira, Shadow Shard earrings, which were very rare and very difficult to find, and he overpaid. When trying to fill Bonkin in on what he had missed, Bonkin's own memories were actually forced into Marcus's psyche, revealing the seemingly never-ending fighting and dying that Bonkin went through during the 3 years he was trapped. Bonkin wants to discuss some questions he has about what he missed. He was pointing to his mouth or Marcus's mouth. I think we just determined it was Marcus's mouth. I don't know what the intention was with this, so I was going to mention it, but that will remain a mystery. Kira managed to figure out a prototype, a very archaic style prototype, of the blood beads for Marcus, which worked. She knows exactly what I mean by that. But she needs to figure out the synthetic piece of it still, so she doesn't have to bleed out each time she tries to create one. I have a note here. It says, "Don't be gross, guys. Tempest, I'm looking at you." The beads with Kira's blood in it allowed Marcus to connect with Kira on a more intimate level. Her blood smelling of lavender and nightshade, it allowed Marcus to connect with her on an almost spiritual level, linking your psyches for a second without you willing it to happen. And as you consumed her blood, it was a euphoric feeling.
Wow, that got hot.
That's exactly how it went down. I was listening to it.
Those fucking dirty novels.
You didn't feel satiated as you would for 3 days, as you would with a regular bead, but it was satiation nonetheless. Marcus gave the earrings to Kira, and they were right up her alley. She knows they're rare, and this was not an easy gift to obtain. It also seems that he officially made them a thing without realizing it? Question marks. Kira thought they were breaking up without them having been together in the first place. In short, their charisma was showing. Also, Kira gave him a hug. She chose to. That was all literally written in my notes. I'll share a screenshot. So, you guys, all the roleplay was 800 XP for each of you from last week. There was a lot of really good roleplay there. Much needed, too, after so much combat for so many weeks. And after the 2-week downtime, it is March 3rd. Is anyone... Sunday, March 3rd, thank you. Is anyone besides Marcus going to get up at the butt crack of dawn for any reason?
Am I able to?
Yeah, you'd be able to. You're tired and you're gonna fail some checks probably.
Oh,
but
yeah, absolutely. But as soon as I'm at I'm allowed to do this, then it's gonna be okay, let's do this.
Are you going for a run? Okay.
We're gonna go for a sad walk.
A slightly faster walk, right? I know for Tempest, he's probably now officially on Gale's timeline, so he's probably up earlier, not 4 a.m. early for sure, but
Okay, probably closer
like
to like
6, 7.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So yeah. So Marcus, I feel like I don't want to play your character, but I feel like you'd probably be getting ready, maybe assuming that Kira's not going to come with you. And I'm assuming Kira would come knocking on the door. We can start however you want.
Hasn't in 2 weeks. She's been completely, yeah, as you know. Yeah, Kira would, there'd be the kind of shuffling of feet down the hallway, a little slower than normal, and then the knock on the door. Kira will leave 90% of her gear in her room, along with the cats, as usual.
And as it was the last time, it would be a very sudden door kind of swings open as Marcus is holding one hand on the ground, completely shirtless, and one hand pointed towards the door, kind of in a fist towards him, as he yanked the door open. Oh, I thought you were Master Bonkin. Should you be up and walking around? Are you okay?
Yeah, restrictions are technically lifted. I feel great. Let's go for a run.
Oh, shit, that sounds great. I've got 63 more push-ups to do, and then I'll be ready. And he just drops down and starts pumping them out like a fat kid in the army, hearing the 20-second call on his push-ups.
So she's not going to try and join, but she is, however, just gonna kind of just lean in the doorway and just watch for a minute.
It goes pretty quick. I mean, he's just knocking him out like an idiot. He'll jump to his feet, and he will grab his sweatsuit top, put it on, pull the hoodie up, kind of tie it off. He turns around. Professor Sunema, do you know what time, being that it's going into the spring now, do you happen to know what time the sun comes up today?
That's a good question. Hold on.
Well, Sundamar's thinking Kira's just gonna grab her phone. If Marcus is watching Kira at all, her hands shake a little bit as she goes for her phone, but she's gonna try and search for it.
You'd hear from just Marcus would hear between 6:20 and 6:30.
Oh shit, we've got plenty of time for a run. Let's do it. Thank you for Professor.
You're welcome.
Marcus kind of like spins around, looks at Kira. Sorry, are you busy? Kind of points at her phone.
I was going to look it up, but I think the professor answered your question for you.
Oh, sorry. Yes, between 6 and 6:30, so we've got about an hour.
Okay. I don't. She's gonna kind of take a deep breath. I don't know how much I'll be able to do, but I'll try, and you can go on ahead if I'm slowing you down too much.
He just starts to kind of walk past her. You know it doesn't work like that.
As he turned around, it's the. And
Well,
then
are you coming, or... Oh, there we are.
I was doing push to talk instead of moving my character. Okay, well that was just show-offy.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell I just did there. I just, like, leapt over the fucking banister and just slammed myself into the ground. Broken ankle. It'll heal in about 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. I feel great. No. We will... I don't know if you want to sake of brevity.
Yeah, we could sake of
I'll
brevity.
just go for a run around the block.
She struggles. She struggles really bad. Just give me 2 Constitution saving throws so we can see just how bad you struggle. There and back.
Disadvantage for
Oh,
those?
shit. Sorry, I don't disregard that. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sure you were fine.
Well, I understand that. I didn't realize you were initially not talking to me.
Do you want just straight rolls for those?
Yeah, just straight rolls for those. Actually, no, you could do them at disadvantage. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, the second half of the first one. Oh.
Okay.
I don't
did
know if I'm
worse.
making it to the second one. Okay, dice. Apparently, I shouldn't have been going for a run.
Clearly not. Okay, yeah, she has... Marcus, you have to slow your pace a bit. She's still struggling. You can tell she's trying to push through it, like, for you, but
Yeah, he'll pace her. I mean, and he doesn't care. As long as he's out moving, it doesn't really matter.
A high of a 5 is fantastic. Okay, but yeah, run will finish. I'm good with sake of brevitying it too.
Perfect. All right.
The point wasn't to go for a run. The point was to go outside with Marcus. So, mission succeeded.
Is she wearing her earrings during the run?
Good question.
She hasn't taken them off.
Hell yeah.
She is, she's probably wearing like a little looser of like the workout clothes, more sweatpants than leggings. Just, the comfort I'm recovering clothes, but yeah, definitely the earrings.
Okay.
A little out of place.
All right. I guess when we get back, then Marcus will just kind of he'll just be like, "You actually kept up pretty well, considering everything that you've kind of gone through the last couple of weeks. So good on you."
Is it weird that I was kind of missing being able to go and do that?
Yeah, actually, that's really fucking weird. No
Well,
offense.
then I'm weird.
Yeah, that's okay too. I'm pretty weird. I've had people beg me to not execute other individuals. That's a really weird fucking trait to have as like a caveat to your personality.
Yeah. And then she's gonna try to hold the door open for him as they're getting back.
Right. Marcus will grab the door from like a foot and a half, 2 feet above her head and just push it open, please.
We'll go inside then.
Yeah, Marcus will he'll go up to his room. I'm assuming there's probably still not a whole lot of people up except for maybe Aegis.
Yeah, Aegis is up making breakfast. Yep.
All right, Good morning, Master Aegis. We're going to probably need to double down on protein this morning. Mistress Kira is strength training.
Oh.
Strength training.
All right. Well, then how about some scrambled eggs with spinach, and then on the side a Greek yogurt parfait with oats?
We said double down on protein, not pants shitting. Could we maybe do some like turkey sausage or something like that? I'm sorry, no offense, but if you eat eggs, granola, yogurt, and spinach, you're not leaving the house again today. I wouldn't.
You'll see him. He'll go to the fridge and pull out some sausage. Not a problem. Alan, you do notice that Alan is not out of the room yet. The past, like, since you guys got back, he actually has been getting up later than Aegis, even though he used to get up at the same time.
As long as he's not a corpse when I walk in there, we are just fine. Alright, I'm gonna go upstairs and shower.
Alright, perfect. Tempest, anything you and Gale would do?
Yeah, probably around like the 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock time, they would kind of finally meander their way down. It probably would have been Gale first, and then Tempest and Zupal kind of. Well, actually, Zupal would be with Gale, I would assume, just because she's the first one up and around, and then Tempest will follow up behind the two. Oh, you making eggs, Aegis?
I'm making eggs and sausage now, yes.
Oh, fantastic! Got any yogurt?
Oh, he actually seems really happy that you asked that, and takes out the already prepared yogurt parfaits.
Oh, fantastic! I've been clogged up all week.
Yeah, it's Greek yogurt.
Beautiful. Thanks so much. Saw the opportunity, had to take it.
Love it. All right, so some time goes by. Marcus and Kira are notably showering in separate bathrooms. Everybody, separate bathrooms. And then so then they would come back down. So Bonkin, he's been seen around, coming and going through the 2 weeks. Marcus, he didn't show up for the run this morning. And he typically would, but sometimes he skips, so.
Yeah, I don't know if Marcus would think too much of it, to be totally honest with you.
Yep. Yes, there are. So yeah, Aegis would come over and serve everybody breakfast. Zachary would come down. Alan would come out eventually.
So I suppose when everybody is down and around the table, I mean, he'll wait a time for Bonkin to come down, but we know that's not gonna gonna happen
I'll move
for
the
a little
character
while.
down.
Oh, okay. Tempest will say, so potentially good news. I applied to college.
Aegis will actually look excited. He'll have an excited look on his face. Did you really?
Yeah. I'm gonna try. Gail kind of gave me the idea, and yeah, I think I'm gonna go for a master in, well, not a master. I don't know whatever she called it, BFA in music. And yeah, if we survive the next couple months or so, then figure I might as well get myself ready for this world as best I can. So
You'll get a
I'm gonna
little
be sticking
elbow
around
nudge.
here.
You'll see Gail will give you a little elbow nudge when you say "if we survive."
So, you're going to school to learn how to do music, even though you can sing clouds of magical blades into existence? Who the fuck is teaching who, Master Tempest?
Well, it's, I guess, Gail told me that's kind of not how the world works anymore. She told me that and if you want a job, you need apparently a degree, I guess.
Gail's not.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's backwards. It makes no sense to me. But I mean, she said it was the most logical thing for me to do.
Well, and
Or she should actually do his most logical thing.
the nice thing is, if he does get that degree, he can actually teach and make money for doing it.
I bet you could teach and do it right now without the degree. Become a tradesman, master of your craft, and taught on your own. And maybe I shouldn't. Sorry. Oh wait, is this a thing? Shit. This is a thing you're like doing together. Like this is to be more together all the time after this, or
Well, I mean, I don't think we're gonna have like classes together, but
I don't have
okay,
a
okay.
yeah, I don't have a musical bone in my body.
Well, you.
she does not. You should hear her sing in the shower. It's
No
sorry,
elbow.
Gail, but it's not great.
No, not you.
Oh,
She elbowed Tempest.
Marcus winces anyways.
Did you just deflect that?
I might have. That was weird. Well, congratulations, I suppose. Nothing would bore me more than to have to go to school to learn something I already know how to do. But if that's up your alley, then fuck, Master Tempest, that's wonderful. I'll be traveling to the distant past while you're in school, and maybe by the time I'm back, you'll have your... I'm sorry, what did you call it again?
A BFA?
A BFA.
I don't know what that actually. A bachelor in fine arts.
Oh, yes, a BFA.
A BFA, if you will. Yeah,
That's canon.
there it is. A BFA.
And did you say you are going to be traveling to the distant past?
Well, yes, of course I'm traveling to the distant past.
Implying you're traveling to the distant past alone?
Nope, I never said that. You insinuated that from what I said, and I mean, you know, that's a very girl thing to do.
If the cats had been given eyebrows, they also would be raising. Kira's definitely does.
Imagine Gail's does too.
Well, no, I didn't mean it like, fuck. Okay, alright.
Aegis
Marcus is the idiot in the room. He's the one who's not good at these things. I get it. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it to be offensive. Trust me, if I meant it to be offensive, I'd have executed you a long time ago.
Gail's look would let up. like lighten up a little bit, and Aegis just slides this small plate of sausage toward Marcus.
When he
Oh.
says the executing comment, Kira's just gonna kind of tug the cloak, the insult cloak, more around herself.
You'd put up a fight. I wouldn't be able to execute you. Not easily, anyways. Not as easily as Master Bonkin. Master Bonkin, that reminds me, you went down like a sack of shit. No, never mind, sorry. See, I'm digging myself into many holes today. Which is ironic, because I have dug holes on this very property. For a couple of the people now standing here, who were not at one point standing here. He glances at Aegis.
Yeah, Alan will look up when you say that and acknowledge and just like nod toward you.
It was a very nice hole.
It was right outside the kitchen window. It was gonna be real nice. We're gonna put flowers.
And I'm sure that your wonderful corpse would have provided nutrition for lots of vegetation, so maybe we could have grown a tree of you.
That actually, I'm glad that's not what's happening, but that sounds actually nice. Thank you.
We have a druid friend too here in town, and my thought was, if we were lucky enough to have grown a tree of you, maybe someday we could have our druid friend awaken you. And well, that was the thought initially, and then we decided to resurrect you. But
Zachary says, "Aren't you renting this place?"
for now, I've got a lot of fucking money, so we'll see what happens. Why? Why? Is it illegal to fucking plant a tree outside?
Oh no, I was just
We've
more
got
considering
horses
the body.
in here, magical things, a room made to silence everything inside of it from getting out. That's pretty sketchy in itself.
That's true.
Like
We
a
didn't
gunshot.
question- Oh yeah. Zachary goes back to eating very quickly. He's sitting next to Bonkin, so he kind of.
Right. So, anyways, well, that's wonderful, Master Tempest. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So, I have not heard from our draconic friends recently. So there's not a whole lot I can do as far as that is concerned. I reached out a couple days ago, to Master Jared, Lightforger, of the Watchdogs, who we sent to train with the Alpha League. And he said that his training is progressing quite well, and should we need him in the future, which I actually made the suggestion, especially since we know time things that are going to be happening here with a very certain dragon. Could use probably all the help we can get. We've only fought with a handful of people since we've been here, and he, although he was in his combat prowess, another body might not be a bad idea. But anyways, I digress. He says he's ready whenever we might be, so.
Oh, great. Yeah, I think the more the more people we can throw at that time dragon, probably the better.
Do we have anything particularly pressing to hand? Oh, shit. What's today?
Sunday?
March 3rd?
March
Sunday?
3rd. Oh, fuck. I think I missed that underground fight. Master Bonkin, weren't we supposed to go down there and save that kid who belonged to the old druid lady?
Oh, yeah, I think the Frozen Phoenix is gonna get us down there when it's time. It's not time. I
thought-
don't think we missed it yet.
I thought
Just
you
yet.
said the end of February.
It's usually between the end of February and middle of March. That's what she told me.
But the last one was in January.
Mm-hmm.
So...
She told me that it's 4 to 6 weeks.
Okay, can we maybe get... Can you reach out to her and maybe get an exact day so we don't go lollygagging in some corrupted, void-tainted desert hellhole and, you know, then we lose out and this kid... Look, I can be merciful. Others might not be.
Sure, Mr. Marcus. He'll take out his phone and start typing.
That was the only really important thing I can think of that, well, besides this obvious draconic business, but...
So it's one night only, or is it like a championship, like multiple nights until the final round?
I don't think it was multiple nights. I think they just held the massive brawl. It was a free for all brawl once in a great while. Obviously, since I won the last one, I'd like to go and make sure I, uphold my title. Or
Hold your
get
title,
some
yeah.
shit kicked out of me. That's fine too.
I mean, I feel like that's unlikely.
It's very unlikely, for sure, 100%. But it's not an impossibility. I mean, we have determined that, unfortunately, my mental prowess is not my forte.
You're stronger now than you were when you fought before.
That is true. Physically, I'm sound of body, much more. But there were some nasty tricks happening inside that cage, and, well, they're all dead. I wonder if they got resurrected. I fucked a lot of them up. Anyways,
We
I
can
think they all
probably...
got resurrected. It wasn't there a healer on hand to
I
resurrect people?
think it was them little robots. Them little.
that's right, it was the robots.
We could probably help with some of those nasty tricks if we set it up ahead of time.
Yeah, I mean they don't like spells being cast like through the fence, but I wonder if like constant like if we hold our concentrations or like some of my inspiration before, you know.
Weird question. Well, no, they allowed magic items, and I wonder if I can bring a potion of haste in. Or, like, if I can put a capsule in my mouth and just bite it when it's time to go fast.
Like we've done for the beads, but using a potion?
Yes, exactly. Now, unfortunately, I'm out of haste potions. I cooked my last one during the, scary doppelganger us thing.
Aegis
Oh,
will
we go to
say.
Umi's, right?
Hmm?
What
Sorry.
was Aegis saying?
Yeah, Aegis is gonna say the same thing. So Aegis, actually, Tempest, you say it, then I don't have to play him.
Okay. Tempest say like we could always go to Umi's. I'm sure she's if she doesn't have some on hand, then she knows how to get some pretty easily.
Yeah, that's
usually.
fair. I mean, those things are really, really powerful. I don't know how hard they are to get, but I've noticed the last few times we've been there, they are getting incrementally more expensive. So I've got plenty of cash, but we could swing by there for sure. But we'll wait to see what Master Bonkin says too about what this is looking like on our end as far as timeline.
She said March 7th.
March 7th, so we have 4 days.
4 days.
Okay.
I think
so
that
we-
actually
I don't have
works.
shit to do for 4 days then, I guess.
I gotta go talk to Reuven's grandma.
Oh yeah. Make sure that kid's okay, I guess, or if he's been kidnapped and brought down there. Do we even know if he went there by him on his own will, or was it just? It was,
Judging from the pictures that the Frozen Phoenix showed me, I think it was by his own will. He looked pretty happy with all the winning he was doing.
that's something, at least.
No.
Oh, it's not. Right. You're right. He's probably winning a lot of money, right? I mean,
Bonkin you'll see him kind of consider that and nod. He gets this weird kind of like distant look in his eye. And he's just looks around at the table and says, I gotta go talk to his grandma.
okay. Do you need some emotional support? Some backup here?
I think I'll be alright. She might smack me around a little bit, but I think it's kind of my fault.
So he's 9 years old, right?
I think that's right.
I mean, to be honest, that kid, like, if he started from scratch and then made his way all the way up through the ranks of an underground fight ring in less than a year, the kid's a fucking prodigy.
Yeah, there are some people that would be pretty impressed with his progress, but I think he's using it wrong. If you lose control of that kind of thing, and at that age, you don't have control. But I think I'll be okay. She could be kind of a scary grandma, but she can't be worse than Marcus in the ring.
I mean, maybe, honestly, maybe she is. Maybe she taught him a little bit more than we didn't know. Maybe she actually could take Marcus in the ring too, you know?
Well, Mr. Zachary will just keep his gun ready. Zachary kind of chuckles.
I don't know if it'll come to that.
I don't think so. One sec, guys. Alright, sorry, we were clarifying some behind the scenes clerical crap. Okay, okay, is anybody else doing anything at the breakfast table?
I don't think there's anything to do.
Okay.
I mean, we're at an impasse without Lucy here, so.
Yeah, so Bonkin, once Zachary was done, he'd wait patiently for Zachary to finish eating breakfast, and then he would head straight out to the druid, to the old woman by the illithids. And Aegis would start cleaning up. Alan would be helping him.
I think during the meal, Kira's just kind of sitting, just fairly quiet, since this is the first time she's really been out and in the past 2 weeks, and then immediately decided to go for a run because that was smart. So she's just quiet and is actually probably drinking water more than she's drinking her coffee. Just trying to be good.
You okay, Kara? Do you need some healing over there?
She does look a little bit more pale than normal. Hands shake a little bit. Just, oh, I'm good. Just tired. Feel better than I did.
I haven't seen you the past 2 weeks. What have you been doing that entire time?
Recovering.
She's just gonna nod.
From what?
Well, from a couple of things. First, from this, and she's gonna push her sleeve back. And show the thing.
Holy shit.
Oh, hold on 1 second. I'll show you.
It does
Oh,
glow,
she has a
doesn't
thing.
it?
Yeah, I think Candace art things earlier.
1 second.
That's cool.
It does glow. A little bit. It's very obviously magical. It has the lavendery silver light to it. So pushes back her sleeve and shows that. Mostly from this, but I've been trying to do some work, some research for Marcus, and it's just taken a lot out of me, I think.
Fuck, it's taken even more out of me, technically.
Yeah.
You meant like, okay, sorry.
Well, No, we've both literally given blood for that. I still want to find a better catalyst. I've been working on trying to find alternative food sources to make it easier for Marcus or any other friendly vampires that may need it. Very awkwardly kind of says the sentence. To be able to eat.
I take pills. Marcus pulls out like a little container, sets it down, and pops it open, and there are 5 little, like, red beads inside. This way I don't freak out and eat people.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good, I guess. I mean, wait.
Sorry, to clarify, we're figuring out a way to make synthetic blood, so that when it's time to go to the past, I don't have to worry about consuming anybody, as my source of these, which were given to me by, you know, Queen Honcho, McVampirenstein, these are going to be eaten probably in the next couple of weeks. So yes, she's been working on a synthetic version for me.
Or if not synthetic, then at least something that would work. I've been able to store blood so that it's usable, but it's not the same, and it is not sustainable.
Don't worry, we're only using convicts, vagabonds, those on death row. No, I'm just kidding. The worry in your eyes, though, Master Tempest.
Yeah.
It takes a little bit, but we'll make it work. We're figuring it out. I'm getting closer.
Well, you did a good job. You managed 2 full beads, which are pretty damn close. A little bit more metallic-y than the other ones, which is ironic considering the synthesis process, but they're very good. Honestly, even those ones that kept me satiated for just a half a day were delicious. Definitely better than when I tried to drain that fucking vampire. I don't remember where we were. That hurt, by the way. Don't do that. Don't suggest that.
When he says the half a day ones were delicious, he flushes a little bit. When he talks about eating the vampire, that flush goes away. It's back to normal pretty quickly there.
So don't eat vampires. Got it.
If you are a
if you
vampire.
if you have vampirism, don't consume the blood of another vampire.
I mean, it's probably good advice not to do it either way.
Oh, yeah, no, yes, you're right. If you are not in need of blood consumption, I would definitely say don't eat blood, period, but... Well, this has been weird.
Marcus, around this time, you'll receive a text from Jared.
Oh, thank God.
Marcus will look as the visor buzzes on the table. The fuck? I bet you... who wants to make a bet? 50 gold, Master Bonkin caused an accident. They left already,
Zachary.
right? Yeah. Okay.
Well, Zachary's
Zachary
driving.
was
That's
driving.
unlikely. Yeah.
But Master Bonkin is the only one in the car. 50 gold? Alright, fuck it.
We don't need to take
Zachary's
your
too
money.
good. Zachary's too good.
Well then, good, you should have had confidence. You may have been able to make 50 gold. Speak of the Dragonborn. Master Jared Lightforger. Okay, what does it say? I don't have any messages or anything.
Jared, do you want to put it in your own words? Or do you want me to do it for you? Or you can just send the message to Marcus.
Yeah, you can do the
Okay,
message.
I'll do it.
I'm
Yep.
kind of flat out.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm trying to decipher this. He has a lot of spelling errors, and he does not use fucking punctuation, so I'm trying to fill in the semicolons here. Just bear with me. Ah, here we go. Marcus, comma. That's where that should have been. Also capitalize the M next time, you bastard. Your timing is impeachable. He meant impeccable, as always. I actually may need your... He should have probably just capitalized all of your. Me specifically. That's odd. Help with something if you have time. He didn't put a period or a question mark, so I'm not sure what he was looking for there, so I'll read it as is. I actually may need your help with something if you have time. Well, Master Jared, all I fucking got is time. Oh shit. Marcus takes that visor off. He does not know about my condition, and he is a man of faith. What the fuck do we do about that? Master Aegis?
Warn him first? Probably don't message him now.
Okay, deal. As soon as we see him, I'll keep covered, and then I will very gently and gingerly force my transformation via psychic vision into his mind so he knows what I've become. Okay, then how do we do this? Because I'm out of fucking options, Master Tempest.
That's. I mean, don't at least don't force it into his mind. I mean.
I will ask if I can show him something.
Yeah. Well, yes. I mean, maybe if he's okay with that. But I mean, like, let's just talk about it. Ease it in. You know, just kind of like a gentleman.
Conversation before telepathy.
Understood.
Yes.
Understood.
And maybe let Tempest lead the conversation.
Who's this god, by the way? Was it
Marcus would have known. Fuck, God, I have to go up to notes that are like 6 months old. Give me a sec. Oh, that's right. That's right. So his clerical ways are much more muted, I believe, compared to. Oh wait, no, maybe it's the opposite. I don't remember if he was more faithful or more in your face, smash you to bits. But if I'm not mistaken, he follows Torm. Is that correct? Do I have that right? Torm? Was it Torm? Okay. Torm.
I don't think I know that guy actually. That person. Can I do a history check on that one?
Yeah, go ahead. Or religion.
Or I'll tell you.
Sure.
Or
Kira's
Marcus
just
will
gonna
tell you.
look towards Min to see if there's any recognition, if it's her cat or her sister right now.
Torm is usually a god of paladins, actually.
Alright, hold on 1 second. So with a 14, you would know that he's considered that he is all about duty, order, and death. That's what you'd know with a 14. Marcus can give more though.
Yeah, Marcus just start to ramble a little bit. He just goes, yes, the hand of the righteous. You know, he's the holy symbol with the hands and showing the palm with a gauntlet on.
Right.
He's good-natured, and there are two factors of Torm. There is Torm and Tyr, but yeah, Torm is like the true, the hand of righteousness, the holy justice, la 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 la, which, you know, if you think about Master Lightforger is kind of why he's... Yes, Sir Marcus, I am the reigning scaled hand of justice in the face of danger. I don't know why I made him sound with that weird crackly bit, but he'd sound really fucking cool if that was actually how he talked.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's true. Kind of an old Gandalf kind of thing going on there. I like that.
Stay a while and listen.
Okay, so yeah, we ease it in, say, hey, before we continue this relationship, there's some things you should know, particularly about Marcus. How do you feel about vampires?
No,
bro?
no. We shouldn't go that hard. But yes, I agree. We ease it
Right.
in. We start with a little bit of sweet talk. We gently open the conversation.
Buy him a dinner,
before-
get him a couple drinks.
and then we just ram the information right into him and just see how he
just-
takes it.
Give it to him, yeah.
Aegis's hand is on the table, and he kind of stretches it as far as his little arm will let it go and taps a little. And he says, actually, I think his respect for you, Marcus, will outshine that you are a vampire. But I don't know him that well, but I think that maybe not announcing it in front of the entire group would be best. Just make it.
Oh, did you all not know that I'm a vampire?
No, everybody here knew, but for his sake, don't.
Oh, thank goodness. I thought for a moment there that I had just started talking and this whole conversation was awkward for somebody here.
Gail hasn't even flinched. She's so used to it by now.
I mean, it's always a little awkward. But...
Well, we'll see where he's at. I don't know if he drives himself or he has a driver over at Alpha League now that he's, with the big wigs. But let me just send him a message really quick here. I'll just go ahead and pop this on.
Maybe we could start by asking him how his training's gone.
So I'll send a message to Jared then, and the message will say, Master Lightforger, champion of Torm. It's great to hear from you again, friend. If you're interested, you can come by the clubhouse, aka our secret hideout, aka... And then I just send the whole address, including zip code.
Okay.
This is where we live. You're welcome to come here if you'd like. If you need a ride, let me know. That can be arranged. He always carries a gun. ... Send.
I will reply with, I can swing by. I do not need a ride. It will have to be quick. And I require your aid fairly urgently, but I can make time to swing by. And then he'll be like, Champion of Torm? with a bunch of question marks after.
Marcus will immediately call Zachary.
Okay. Hello?
Do you have me on speakerphone?
No. You'll hear click, click. Nope, I don't.
You know I can read your mind, Master Zachary. Doesn't
Through
matter
the
where I'm
phone?
at. Oh.
Noted.
FYI, Marcus is...
Oh, I know.
Oh, okay.
Zachary knows too.
Okay, good. Is Master Bonkin there?
Hold on. Yeah, he's here. We're just about at the farm.
Excellent. Drop him off and then come back into the city, go to Alpha League headquarters and pick up Master Jared Lightforger, champion of Torm. He will be waiting outside for you. He needs to come to our HQ. Please?
Alright, sounds good.
Okay. I don't say
You'd
much.
you'd hear Bonkin in the background go, is that Mr. Market?
Beep. And then I'll send a message to Jared that says, if you can be outside in about... actually, hang on. Let me look at my map.
That's what I have pulled up.
It's funny, I just pulled... This is the first time that we've been in the fucking city in like 3 months of real world time, so I can actually look at it. So Alpha League... Oh! Oh, it's right down the road. Master Jared Lightforger, champion of Torm, if you can please be outside Alpha League headquarters in 15 minutes, I will have a driver ready to pick you up. This is what he looks like, and then I'm gonna go into my pictures and pull up like the most terrible picture of Zachary, like in the middle of eating a chili dog or something.
You
Like
have
some
way too
stupid
many of
one where I
them.
accidentally clicked it when he was eating a milkshake or just something dumb.
It wasn't an accident. You take them all the time.
And I just send it.
Yeah, okay. You get a really awful picture of Zachary, not the smoldering one that I usually share.
So good looking in that. It's ridiculous. But you will get a text message back saying, I don't need a ride. I have my own form of transportation. But since you are, I guess, being a little forceful, being forceful, I will accept the offer this time.
Yeah, Marcus will just reply, and it starts out with ... Oh, fuck. I'm sorry. This is why they don't let me do the talking. I am really, really bad at understanding it, and especially because I can't hear you say things, it makes it even harder for me. But, just let Master Zachary pick you up, because, trust me, ... The ride is great. And he's always strapped. Send.
All right.
Strapped. I can understand that. Or he'll reply with strapped. I can understand that being in this line of work. I will, again, accept the offer. I will see you as soon as I see you. And send.
Okay, Marcus suddenly jumps up, kind of pulls the chair back, pulls his helmet off. Candace, I'm going to set a 5-second timer on my camera, and I'm going to set the helmet down in front of me, and I'm just going to do finger guns like this at it, and I'm smiling, and I will take the picture,
Okay.
and then I will
Wait,
grab
you
the
took
helmet.
you took the helmet off.
Yeah, he takes it because that's where the camera is. So he takes it off.
Yeah,
and
you
sits it on
took the
table for a
you took the
second.
helmet off, and then
Yep.
you set up the camera,
Mhm.
which is full of mirrors,
And then did finger guns.
and then you did finger
Marcus,
guns.
Marcus.
What?
That's-
What?
You're not gonna show up in that.
What do you mean I'm not going to show up in that?
Take a look at the
Yeah,
picture.
Look at the picture, Marcus.
Marcus puts the helmet back on and flips over to his pictures. He doesn't take selfies, so this is the first one.
Yeah, so you see your armor. And you had gloves on, so the finger guns are there. Your armor's there.
Just missing a head.
Yeah.
You guys
It's
see
the
his
headless
mouth-
Marcus giving finger guns.
His mouth fucking drops, and he just goes, "How long were you going to wait to tell me that I can't take pictures anymore?"
Oh yeah,
Well,
you don't show up
not
on the
really.
cameras.
You
What the fuck?
sort of do if they're really good cameras. She points through the door towards one of her cameras. But no, most things. Nope. You don't show up on them. There's definitely a little bit of sadness that she's not hiding very well.
Wow. Well, that's unfortunate. I was gonna send him a picture of finger guns because we were talking about Zachary being strapped all the time, and I thought it would be funny, but
You did look cool from my eyes, at least.
well, guess that's all that matters. He deletes the picture, by the way.
Still smoldering.
Why is that?
You want to know what? Hold on, let
The
me
things I would do to this cheese fry eating man.
let me read what I wrote. Handsome middle-aged man with warm brown eyes, realistic art and chestnut hair. Eating cheese fries, messy, and he looks bad.
I want to know what the fuck is going on with that cup, though. That thing looks like it just
Same,
rose
yeah, just
out of the
dipped it in
dimension of
cheese.
nacho cheese.
Actually, there's one that's
I
worse.
don't
Hold
live
on.
there.
Oh,
All
that
right.
one's too
Anyways,
gross.
just to keep
Yeah,
going
yeah.
here, though, I won't send the picture. I delete it and leave the conversation at that.
Okay, so shortly after Zachary, who's not eating cheese fries, shows up to pick you up, Jared. And headquarters is not that far from Alpha League's headquarters, so it's just a few minutes, and then he brings you in. Let me grab your token.
I've never so much wanted to figure out how to go, like, telepathy to technology before, just so that we can make art of Marcus.
Sorry, I had to go way back to grab that token. 1 second.
No worries. I know I'm just a side character, but I love it all the same.
I'll fix your stats too. One sec. Okay, so shortly after, Zachary walks in, and behind him follows Jared.
Hello, Oath Bearers. But no, seriously, hello. How are you all this morning?
Oh, there he is. All right, Master Jared Lightforger, champion of Torn. We're doing all right for the most part. How are you?
I'm doing well, but when I must say this now, when I initially got referred to Alpha League, I was confused, but I now I thank you. It made me realize what I was lacking. As a watchdog, we never had to work as a team. It was more I look after myself, and if there was someone else there, they would take care of themselves. We never worked as a cohesive unit.
Yes. Actually, it's very important to work as a team. We, and he kind of gestures around the room, regularly do so and take down opponents that should statistically absolutely destroy us.
Smear us, yeah.
Yes. But, you know, it was more than that, Master Lightforger, if I can be honest with you. My initial intent obviously was for training, but you had mentioned to me the last time we spoke that you weren't entirely pleased with the watchdogs and that eventually, someday, you'd hope to elevate your status to something or some group like Alpha League. And we happen to have the connection, so I plugged you in. That sounds gross, but I sent you the hookup. I gave you the connection. I'm not sure where I'm going, but you see here that I tried to help kind of get you in the door with them.
Yes, you inserted me into the correct path of what I initially wanted, and
Yes.
I cannot thank you enough.
Are things going well, though? Has there been any whispers of you becoming part of the organization and leaving the Watchdogs, or how is all of that panning out?
I actually have not been told, but the training has been going phenomenal. And I actually, don't take this the wrong way, but I got in touch with myself a little bit more by getting in touch with Tom. So I feel that my clericliness, my holiness,
Yes, holiness,
is
yes.
stronger.
Well, a true champion of Torm you are indeed, my friend. Good. Well, if you'd like, he kind of motions to the table. Please, have a seat, join us. Master Aegis, is there any more of that sausage left? Are you hungry, my friend? Would you like breakfast? We have a resident chef here from 900 years ago, and he's the best there is.
I could actually eat. I had a light snack. There was some yogurt and just a pre-morning workout.
You'll get a plate of sausage and eggs and some delicious thick toast, like Texas-style toast.
Yeah, he goes for the yogurt. Marcus is gonna go.
Don't worry, so you have that yogurt. As soon as you drink that coffee, it's like a laser beam. Woo!
Lava fountain. Terrible.
I actually don't drink coffee. I never have, even when I was in
Kira,
school,
like,
when I was in
freezes.
training. I don't drink it. Though I
Gale
do
slowly looks
enjoy
towards
tea.
you.
Tea. Oh, I think we have some.
I think we have some of that. I think
Would you like a
Bonkin
cup of
makes
tea?
tea.
I think he does.
Oh,
Do
we
you
have
have
tea.
any-
Yes.
Do you have any green tea or peppermint tea?
Peppermint, and Alan will actually go and start prepping peppermint tea for you.
Sorry, I must ask, is it with or without caffeine?
We have either.
Could I please go with decaffeinated?
Absolutely.
Look at Gail, matching her like what the fuck expression.
Yeah, Gail looks kind of horrified. I mean, she doesn't overdo coffee or anything like Kira, but she kind of looks horrified.
Marcus will
Like Kira.
Marcus will say under his breath in Elven, he's a man of faith. They typically don't partake in anything that stimulates the mind outside of their holy doctrine.
Also in Elven. Yeah, but there's over partaking and then just living.
And then Zachary whispers in
Or
Elven,
just-
how does he feel when you enter his mind then, Marcus?
That'd be a little jarring.
We've only been there once, and speaking of which, we should probably start that conversation now, shouldn't we?
Yes.
Let
it
the
might
man
be
have his
alright.
tea, his
Yes,
decaf
of course.
tea
Tea
first.
first.
He just,
Marcus
We're all
will,
muttering in Elven.
yeah, he just goes,
and- Marcus kind of out loud, haphazardly goes, suppose we never thought of this, in Elven, obviously. Master Jared, do you speak this language? And then he just
I want
looks,
to.
and he just looks at the table.
So bad. No. I obviously know Common and
Nice.
Draconic.
he said it in
I
Elven.
said it in Elven.
That's
That's
why
why I was like, what the fuck? I said, do you speak this language in the language?
And he responds in
Got you
perfect
now.
Elvish. No, actually, I do not speak Elvish. This is the only phrase I know in Elvish.
I about shit my armor.
I pulled up his character sheet to check because I was like, oh fuck.
No, I do not. So I understand none of what goes down, and
Yeah.
Jared's just trying to be polite and like, oh hey, what's that on the wall there? And
Just because of the languages you do speak, there's some similar words in there, but it's just the common ones like the, or like, I'm trying to think of what was just said.
Champion of Torm. No.
Yeah, Champion of Torm, that stood out to you. But no, some of the words, like the more common ones that can translate between the two languages, I think you know the other one I'm talking about, would stick out to you, but nothing really pertinent.
Ah,
I can.
yeah,
I
he
was just gonna be like, yeah, I can see the similarities and I understand the ruling.
So he'll switch back to Common, and he'll kind of look around at the group and... So, Master Lightforger, there are a few people here who you have not met yet. Master Aegis, you've met before, but this is Alan, Master Alan. This is Master Aegis's younger brother or older brother? Younger, right?
Younger,
Master
I
Aegis,
think.
hello?
Yeah, Aegis nods and says, yes, younger. And then Alan will walk over and set the tea down in front of Jared.
Thank you, sir. Alan, was it?
Yes, Alan.
Pleasure to meet you.
Yes, Master Alan has come from a very long time ago, just as we did, though we had to save him from a realm of madness and terror, and then resurrect him from the dead. Though we were going to bury him in the front garden and turn him into a tree, but that didn't work out that way.
I'm gonna like start to elbow, but then like stop as he continues.
It was a hell of a hole, let me tell you that.
I helped.
He did. Definitely our supervisor. And this, Master Tempest, would you like to introduce your friend? Your,
Oh,
you introduce, you do your
girlfriend. It's girlfriend.
okay,
It's-
girlfriend.
We can say that.
Gail's smile got bigger and bigger as Marcus tripped over his words, and then when you say we can say that, she's like, yes.
Marcus, Kira would feel as the eyes go to Tempest and Gale. Kira would feel Marcus's right hand kind of come down and just kind of like touch the cloak.
Would I be able
She's
to see
very
that?
focused on her water all of the sudden, and her ears are dark gray.
You can give me a perception check, Tempest. Does that you that ask that?
Oh, that was
that was,
Jared.
uh,
Oh, was it Jared? Oh yeah, you
I'll
can give me a
also like to
perception.
see if
Go
I see.
ahead. Yeah. Tempest always sees everything when you guys are trying to be 14. Give me a sleight of hand check, Marcus. Oh, that works. That's fine. Is it the same?
That was the wrong one. Actually, it was the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, disregard. Oh, that sucks because I rolled a nat 20 on the sleight of hand. Fuck you. All right, yeah, no, it's fine. I'll take
Well, there's something else you did that no one saw.
Yeah, yeah. Even I don't know what it is.
it. Ah, you will. You will.
Well, yes, this is my girlfriend, Gail. Gail, this is Jared Lightforger. We worked together in the past. And also, this is Zoopal. He's new to you. And Zoopal kind of like zip over and kind of spin around his head a little bit, maybe like stop at his tea, take a little sniff of it, kind of recoil a little bit, and then fly away again.
Definitely stomps in your tea. Gail would wave and say, "Nice to meet you."
Hello,
Gale.
Miss Gale?
Gale's a sorceress by trade. No, excuse me,
Is.
by nature.
Yeah.
That's
Big
true.
brain things.
Yeah. Powerful magic she has kind of welled up inside her, and we're working on making sure she's, as powerful as she can be.
Be all that you can be. I see that commercial all the time here in New Haven. And you've met Master Zachary. Master Zachary, I hope you got along well with Master Jared Lightforger, Champion of Torm. And Kira, and then Marcus will just kind of like, since his hand is already down on the cloak, just kind of like squeezes her shoulder a little bit. Would you like to introduce Syl?
I'm sure you remember Min. And then she's going to just like do a soft, it's not piercing at all, it's just a soft little whistle, and Syl's going to just fly up from Min's back. So it looks an awful lot like a mini version of Min, but with wings. And Min is wearing a service animal vest that Syl had been perched on. This is Syl. She's also relatively new.
She's about Zoopal sized.
I was not aware that automatons could have children? Question mark.
I had the
It was-
child.
It was a surprise
Doesn't
when
clear
Syl
anything
hatched.
up.
No, you're right. Things are very odd. Well, that's good. That's good. Lots of strange things have been happening, Master Jared Lightforger, Champion of Torm.
Please,
And
you should just call me Jared.
That's improper. How about Master Jared? Master Jared.
I am okay with that. It's a pleasure to meet all of you newer acquaintances, especially you, Gale. Zoopal, please stay out of my tea. I like my tea like as black as I can get it. And yes,
Marcus is
Master
sweating
Jared will do.
profusely.
does he sweat?
Do I sweat? I still have a metabolism. Yeah, I'm sweating.
Okay. Kira's going to probably not, as she's going to try and be subtle about it. She's going to put a hand on Marcus's leg since they're sitting next to each other.
Ah, no, sorry.
It's pretty obvious that Marcus
Yeah, and
is
he's wearing the helmet.
table.
Yeah, he's wearing the helmet, and everything, and he has everything is on. But you would probably see like through the cracks and crevices like little condensation beads popping up.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, he would have stopped immediately. He was happy for that interruption.
Master Lightforger, if I could, can I talk to you for a moment, just in the other room, real quick? Is it okay. I know you have some. We have some business to discuss with the group here, but
It's very urgent. No, his business, and he points at Lightforger. He says it's very urgent, so maybe.
Let them talk, Marcus.
we can do the group talk first, or we can do our talk first. I guess it doesn't particularly matter, but I feel like it might matter.
It might matter.
Well, I did state in my text message it was urgent, but I can make for some time for this discussion. Sir
Oh.
Tempest, what would you like to speak about? I will.
Actually,
If you don't stay here, I'll be glad to speak with you outside.
sure. Yeah, yeah. Let's just go into the other room, just into the living room over here, real quick. It'll only take a moment. He'll kind of guide him out into the.
I am immediately gonna reach for my phone and for the security app so I can listen.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys will be able to hear the whole conversation, assuming that you have it, like the volume turned up at least.
Yeah,
a
I'll
little.
keep the volume down low so
Yeah.
it's not like super obvious. And
But
when they
loud
come
enough that I-
back, I'm going
okay.
to. Well, I'm assuming I can actually work my phone functionally at the moment.
Yeah,
Wait.
yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Mhm.
Marcus,
Then,
he
yeah.
takes the fucking helmet off. As soon as Lightforger walks out, takes the helmet off, sets it down. He is visibly sweating profusely. He pulls out from his old ammo pocket a pair of lacy blue boy shorts, the same ones that he took in like session 3.
There they
And he
are.
just starts to fucking wipe the sweat off of his face. Mistress Kira, excuse me. Just let me know if they're coming back in, because if he brings down his divine wrath on me, I may burst into flame, and I just am trying to prepare myself for that, so just...
That won't happen.
Kira,
Besides, we can listen.
you're controlling the drone with your phone since it's on that same network, and so I put that
Mhm.
into the room.
Awesome.
I will add for clarity, I'm not holding my hammer or my shield. I have left them by the door to be, as casual as possible.
Noted.
in the kitchen?
Yeah, right next to the door, so like right there in the corner there.
Marcus keeps an eye on him. There's a holy symbol of Torm on the shield, I'm assuming, right?
Yes,
Yeah. Is it on the
when I
hammer
was-
too? Like on the face?
No. No, when I was training, when I connected with my deity actually, and I learned, to talk with them, I no longer required the necklace, and I just kept it on my shield.
Understood.
Okay,
Um,
so message. Thank you for. I know. There's times important right now, but there's been some changes to the group recently. Physical changes, we'll say.
Did someone get shorter?
Oh, well, I think actually yes, but that's actually not really what we're talking about. A lot has happened since we last spoke with you. So here's the thing. There's a plan for us, not all of us, to return back 900 years into our past. Some of us are going, some of us are staying. Some of us need to survive the remaining 900 years to return to this time. It's difficult to do that in any kind of traditional means, so some less traditional means were explored.
Like someone getting like a potion that could like extend their life, or some kind of magical enchantment?
Maybe a little bit more towards the potion side of things. So
Okay.
yes, it's okay. I don't know how else to say it other than kind of just saying it. Marcus has gone through a transformation, which has turned him into a vampire. He is.
Vampire, you say?
He has some
Marcus,
vampirism.
shield.
He has some vampirism as part of his personality now, as part of his being, but he is 110% in control of himself. He follows a very particular code. He follows a very particular set of laws that if he breaks those laws, then he will cease to be. he will self-destruct, I guess, basically is kind of how he described it to me.
So you say he has laws, but what I would say provoked, but what brought him along the path to pursue vampirism as a choice?
You guys hear Marcus from the other room. Go ahead, Marcus.
It's very muted, but you hear, "They're not laws, it's an oath."
Yeah, sorry, oath. Sorry, not laws, oath. I feel like that's kind
Sorry.
of tomato.
Kira, you did have the sound on for us, right? It wasn't just a you thing? Okay.
Yeah, it's on like low volume speaker so we can all hear it, because I'm sure we all want to know. Like, Marcus, they're not supposed to know we're listening.
You think they knew? You think they heard?
Would I be able to hear that, or were they just quiet
Give
enough?
me a perception check just to see if it's a nat 1.
Could I also do the same?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
What the fuck?
You guys would hear Marcus saying something loudly.
I don't know what he said in there, but yeah, laws. You know, like he's just like his code, his laws. That's what it is. There's no better word for it. That's it. That's the only word that fits perfectly. So the reason for him taking this change was in order to be sure that once he goes back, he would be able to return to this time and still be Marcus. Still return to be able to save his friends and make sure that everybody's okay in this time as well. It's a little bit of best of both worlds. He goes back in time to help Bonkin and his family and also help us in this time. Did Jared know about us being 900 years old? Just thinking about that now.
I'm
I
almost
don't
positive
think
it
I
came up.
do.
I think that it came up when you guys, Xavier's looking at his notes, but
I don't think that he knows about how long we came from
Yeah.
the past, but he knows that we came from another time. But I don't think it was ever discussed like 900 years. Maybe briefly, but I don't think so. We were always kind of down to business
Okay.
with Jared.
In my notes, I do have the notes of all the ingredients you would need to go back in time, but I don't see a specification on how far back in time.
yeah, so now you know. Now you can add that to your notes, because that did get revealed to you.
You'll see Jared's jaw like just go fully agape for like a second or two, and then he'll look up, like kind of like looking back into his brain, so to speak. And then, 5-10 seconds of silence, and then it'll be like, dutiful, loyal. I do not see any problems with him being a vampire, especially if those were his motivations, and if he is truly bound by those tenets, laws, whatever you call them, then I will not try and harm him. He is, in my opinion, worth saving and being an ally with.
Yes, he's fiercely loyal. He is fiercely determined to make sure that his code is upheld and that he does the most good for the world. Even though he might be a little bit harsh sometimes, he still always means good.
Oh, I can be harsh too, but in a different way. Like, one time I hit this guy with my hammer so hard he actually farted, but it wasn't just a fart.
It was a shart, wasn't it?
Oh, I sharted him something fierce. You could say
Yeah,
I
that'll
shot
happen.
in his pants.
Somebody else shit his pants.
Kira's just gonna casually move her finger like 3 inches over and just hit record.
Okay, I thank you, Master Jared. I just wanted to get that out in the open. We were talking about this with you, kind of with the group, but we felt like this would probably be the best way to bring it up to you instead of being like, this is an ambush. Ah, Marcus is a vampire. I don't. Maybe if I was off the mark, I apologize, but I feel like this is the best way.
I will have to admit that I would have probably jumped to a conclusion of him needing to be put down, but I would have stayed my weapons in respect for him as a warrior and as a ally for however brief a period, but I would have listened. And I thank you for bringing this up so that there was no miscommunication between us. And I
Didn't
thank
want any surprises.
Master Tempest.
Marcus
And
starts
to
to
be
laugh
fair-
at that, and he looks over at Gale and then down at Aegis. Thank God he said that, because if he attacked me, I'd tear his fucking head from his shoulders. I mean, can we be real here for a moment?
Gil, like,
Yeah. Yeah, and
Probably don't
Tempest.
do that when he's in here.
Yeah.
Oh,
And Tempest kind of laughs at Jared saying that. I'm going to be honest, I don't think anybody in this building could take him down if we really needed to. But that's not important.
Quietly, Min might be able to.
oh, no.
Well,
My
I
first
think we should-
plan, if he ever goes rogue, is to fly away. But
that is
he's,
not
like I said,
cowardly.
he lives to fight another day, absolutely. But he's, like I said, he's totally under control. He's absolutely 100% still Marcus.
So I guess this might be a question for him, but does he actually consume blood as part of his vampirism?
He and Kira have been working on a method to reduce the need to feed on anything living. I think that's kind of how I understood that. He showed me his box of pills, and Kira had some other thing she was working on. So yeah, they have their method.
Very well. I believe this. I don't want to jump to a conclusion, or sorry, I don't want to jump to a conclusion. Sorry, a few too many hits to the head have left me a little rattled. But I believe this conversation is over, and we can get back to the group.
Yes, please. Let's go back. We'll hear what you have to say. Sorry, I know time is of the essence, so let's go back. Thank you so much for hearing me out there. Awesome.
Kira's gonna hide the phone, or try and quickly hide it before they come back.
Marcus has his helmet off when you walk back in, and you see he's not gaunt by any means, and he still looks pretty healthy. But he kind of glances over at you, and you can see now that he has a permanent reflectiveness in his pupils that are light pink, like when you catch an animal in the headlights, and they have it is called, I had to look it up.
Yeah,
It's called tapetum lucidium. Tapetum lucidium, and it is when animals with the reflective thing. Anyways, he's got that permanently, and he kind of glances at you when you walk in, glances back at the shield again, because I haven't gotten it.
Yeah.
Is the shield doing anything during that time or no?
Jared, can you? I sent you a question in Discord.
Sorry about that. I only
It's
got
okay.
2 windows.
No, it's all good.
There would have been, I guess, not rage, but anger, I guess, just the thought, because I do know about vampires. It's not a, trivial thing, and I have seen some fights with them, and I'm not too fond of them, so I guess there would have been some anger, but hearing that it was Marcus that has undergone this transformation, it would have been, I would have resolved myself to hear him out. And
Okay.
now that I understand his reasonings for the vampirism, more or less, and he's bound by his tenets, I would have zero hostility towards Marcus.
All right, so Marcus, what you would have seen, and especially having the advantage of being able to hear the conversation, when Tempest kind of just like spit it out, like, you know, Marcus is a vampire, the shield would have started glowing for sure. However, as Tempest explained it and they discussed, it would fade and then eventually just go completely dull.
Okay, so here's the thing, though. While that was happening, and we're going to do a little bit of
Retroactive, yeah.
retroactive, Marcus would have gotten up, because I was watching that fucking
Uh-huh.
thing. He would have gotten up, run over, pulled his gauntlet off, and just put a finger on it barehanded to see if he fucking sizzles.
Okay. So, and at the initial point, like so you would do it as soon as it started to glow?
As soon as it started to glow.
Okay.
I mean, he was watching it like a fucking hawk if he left it in the room.
So I would say that initially, at like when it first started to glow, yeah, you can take 1 point of radiant.
He heals it immediately.
Yeah, but as Jared finds out, it does not harm you, even though it's still glowing.
Okay.
As he
so
learns
Marcus
more.
would have been like, fuck! And then come back to the table and just finished out the conversation.
Well, if he did that, he would definitely. What are you okay?
I'm fine. He holds his finger up that has like this blistering scorch mark that's slowly healing. I noticed he left his shield in the room, and the holy symbol and champion of Torm, and his god is very pissed off at the fact that I'm a vampire, so here we are.
Well,
Okay.
Aegis would speak up and say, well, if he truly follows Torm, just let Tempest finish the conversation and we'll see where he ends up.
Okay. And then I would have just done my thing.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
sorry,
and
I didn't
Tempest-
hijack that.
No, that's fine.
I'll get it. Yeah, Tempest walks in and kind of like before Jared kind of like gives like a thumbs up. Didn't know they were listening, but
So Marcus has the reflective eyes, and he kind of smiles at Jared, and now you can see he's got two pretty elongated fangs. They're not like, you know, Nosferatu long where they're down to his fucking chin, but they're pretty noticeable. So, Master Jared, you're aware of my condition then, I take it?
Yes, Sir Marcus. Sir Tempest softened the blow, and I understand why you did what you did, even though I do not like vampires. But I understand why you did what you did, and that you are bound by these tenets, rules.
It's a fucking oath. Oh, sorry. That wasn't the vampirism. That was the oath.
That makes more sense. That's why you are called the Oath Bearers. So your oaths. I understand why you did what you did, and
Put another hand on his
Yeah.
leg.
And now Tempest tried to explain that you are trying to not consume blood and you have pills for it.
Oh, I could.
yeah, sorry, that part I didn't quite understand. I'm sorry.
Okay, so long story short, the individual who turned me into a vampire was very gracious in. Let me back that up. The individual who bestowed upon me the gift of vampirism also gifted me with these beads, and he'll pull out, it's a small silver box, he pops it open, and there are 5 red marble-sized beads inside, and he pulls one out, and Kira would immediately recognize it as one of hers, and he says, and these succulent little morsels will keep me satiated for many days. normal food does not have any impact on me, though I still like to partake because, well, to be honest, who doesn't want a fucking Italian beef with extra au jus, a little bit of melted cheese on top, and peppers once in a fucking while? Am I right? He puts the bead back down. However, if I am in need, part of my oath dictates that I must only consume the blood of those whom oppose me, meaning I will always do what is just and right, as I currently act under 2 oaths and not 1 anymore, and that keeps me on a path of, I guess you could call it righteousness, while still being able to maintain my ghoulish figure. And that was dark. I didn't like that one. Sorry, I figured I would try that out now that we've kind of loosened you up a little bit. I won't do that one again. I'm sorry, Master Jared.
That joke was just ghastly.
Oh, fuck! Oh, it's so sad Master Bonkin's not here. He would have loved that one. He could tell it to his daughter when I bring him back.
Where?
Yes.
Speaking of Sir Bonkin, where is he? I don't see him around.
He's handling some business with an old druid woman.
Oh, for a second there, I thought, you had already went back in time and put him there, and then you were back somehow already.
He tried to go
that's
back
kinda-
in time and fuck that
that's-
up, but
Yeah, that's kind of where I was going with the one of us may have gotten shorter, actually, because there was an incident in him trying to go back in time, but he got stuck in some kind of weird time loop for 3 years, and he got a little bit older, and he died several times, and
when he showed back up, I had to execute him.
yeah.
Well,
He didn't have to execute him, but yeah.
I did have to execute him. However, I have delved into the deepest recesses of his mind recently, which actually I don't think I've told anybody here yet. I saw the nightmare he went through. He was actually tricked by that djinn into the wish. So now...
It was the djinn who actually...
No. The djinn didn't have anything to do with where he went. The djinn called him to release the wish because the djinn wasn't officially released, I believe, until the wish was utilized. And it wanted to go. Master Bonkin is the weakest of mind among all of us. No offense, Master Bonkin, I know you can't hear me, but still, I'm sorry. But I believe that was the intention, and unfortunately the wish magic took control of its own, sent him into that time warp, or whatever the hell it was, and I saw what he went through for years, day after day after day, and I actually apologized to Master Bonkin for having to execute him when he showed back up. And I've been doing a little research on the side, just so you're all aware, to try to figure out a way to patch his soul from where I left a wound. It's possible, may be very costly, and may take a lot of resources to make happen, but I think, hopefully, I'm on the right track to figuring that out, but that's for a future endeavor.
So, forgive me if this offends you, Sir Marcus, but you said that he is the weakest in the mind.
Oh
I
yes,
beg
he's a
to
fucking
differ.
idiot.
Oh no, I beg to differ. If someone can go through all of that, repeatedly being killed, horribly damaged, and come out the same as they were when they went in, that is strength of mind. He may not be smart, but he does have a very strong mind to be able to remain the same, if he in fact is the same.
You know, Master Jared, I think I would actually agree with you. He is wise beyond his years, quite frankly, and I think that reinforced mental fortitude has created a wisdom so strong within him that he was capable of surviving. Obviously, if it was something tricking him to jump off a cliff over and over and over and over and over and over, I'd disagree with you. But I think that you're actually right there.
I don't think I would have. I would have broken a long time ago. I think if I was in his position.
To be honest, you all know how I am. I'd have broken immediately if it was something attacking my psyche. Ironic that I attack psyche. Which is why when we meet TW, I'm going to pull him into 4 different dimensions and tear his ass all the way up to his forehead and just shred him into dirty ground beef.
You get this from Gale again.
Yikes.
Oh.
Anyway, Jared, what's the thing you need?
No, never mind. We'll take him captive and throw him in prison. Fuck, sorry. Time mage. Throw him in prison.
I think it's just your descriptive skills.
There's a lot.
The idea makes total sense.
He points at his brain. I'm very smart. I have a lot of words in my head, but unfortunately the filter is filled with rubble. So Master Jared!
Sorry. As you revealed something to me about Sir Marcus, I feel like I have to reveal something to you all that Sir Marcus already knows.
Marcus sits back in his chair, cracks his fucking neck, and goes, "Oh, I am the best fucking secret keeper. By the way, I won't tell you what it is, but I will tell you this. I've known this for like 6 fucking months, Master Jared." I had to look at my notes.
This is not my real voice. Well, I mean it is, but it isn't. It's actually like this. I'm not all boisterous and that. I'm just putting on a show. I'm very meek and I guess unreliable word-wise. I'm kind of a bit of a coward, but when I am on the job, I have to make sure that the people around me feel safe, and knowing that they feel safe, I can do my job better.
Marcus slams his hand on the table and points at Aegis and goes, "Master Jared revealed it long before you did. He's the OG Master Cook."
Aegis just kind of shakes his head, like lovingly and playfully at you, Marcus. And he turns to Jared and says, "I fully understand the need to put on a face, as it were, at times for the people around you."
Marcus picks his helmet up at this point and shakes it, kind of acknowledging both of them.
Okay, so this will be a little bit, I guess, meta gaming, because I've watched so many sessions, but would that be in Aegis's voice or Angus's voice?
So he changes it to Angus's voice. Mm-hmm.
Jared will be shocked. Sir Aegis, you have a fantastic working of your vocal cords for that accent. I thoroughly believed it. I am, I guess, also sorry that you had to do what I do in terms of faking.
Cut the shit, Master Lightforger. Be yourself.
You're among friends here.
I'm sorry. I got startled, and it just slipped out.
Yeah, you'd hear
Okay,
Alan. Alan would say, "Yeah, he started being Aegis," and he does air quotes, "when we were younger. We all were, you know, who we were when we were younger, and then it became a real thing. And Aegis will say, sometimes it's not about the show you put on, though. It's about the person behind it. So don't forget that, especially if you're going out and working with the Oath Bearers. No judgments here. Well, Marcus might judge you a little bit.
Oh, I judge everybody equally and terribly. But I think well of all of you, otherwise I wouldn't be here. But I definitely judge everyone, especially Zoopal on your eggplant emojis.
I just blast you with several.
Oh, fuck. Why did that one have whipped cream on the top?
You know why.
You get an elbow, Tempest.
Jared is going to turn his head towards Zoopal and kind of cock his head to the side, and then turn to Tempest. He can text.
Oh yeah, he can text. He can also I can also do a few other tricks, and I'll kind of come up next to his ear, and then you'll hear Tempest's voice in your other ear whisper like, "I can also throw my voice a little bit."
You'll see.
It comes in handy from
Jared-
time to time.
You'll see Jared look immediately to his left and look at his hammer and shield, and then see Zoopal like kind of like up above his brow and be like, "Oh, shit! Oh, Sir Tempest, I thought you had like teleported over there quickly. That was quite the start."
Oh yeah, that's my boy. That's Zoopal. He's cool.
But yes, as I briefly mentioned to Marcus, if we can get on to the matter at hand.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Sorry, I'm glad, by the way, thank you for taking my condition as well as you did. I was very nervous. And by the way, just so we're clear, your god is not thrilled about this situation. I don't think. Not in its fullest. But I trust you, and that's what matters. Because you're here, and he's not. So fuck you, Torm.
I'm
and
gonna
you two
elbow
offensive-
him
Fuck
so hard.
Sorry. Ow!
Aegis is
God
just-
damn it. I'm sorry, the gods
With
hate
your-
me.
With your
Maybe
9
because you
strength.
say things like that.
I was so nice to our Penson. He was a total dick. I gave him a fucking gift.
Min's
He
eyes
kicked
flash
me out.
blue.
Oh, I didn't mean you're a dick. Your god's an asshole. Oh, fuck me. All right, I'll shut up.
Gonna
Master
like
Jared.
just kind of ready the elbow again. Even though it's absolutely hurting me more than it's hurting him. I'm elbowing full plate.
Yeah, that's not great for the elbow.
No.
Marcus gives like a playful stop it.
Oh my
Something
God,
like
Jared,
that.
what's the thing you need from us?
Jared, what's going on, my friend? It's urgent.
Well,
Damn it, now he's muted. Oh, there it is.
No. Well, I believe my deity is upset with you as your decision being made, but he is loyal and dutiful, so I think he sees the way I do, that it was a necessary sacrifice for you to do what you did. With that being said, I was during training at Alpha League, and I just got this chill up my spine, and it wasn't like an ordinary chill. It was something was wrong, and I usually go by instinct, and I just felt I needed to go somewhere, and I ended up, wandering around town, and I was not a healthy child. I mean, I'm the way I am now because I actually recovered, and you'll kind of see him like flex a pose and like do a couple shows of his muscles now that he's, bigger, brawnier, and more impressed with himself.
Is he wearing full
And-
plate?
No, I'm actually wearing
Oh.
half plate, I think. Hold on.
Okay, I'm gonna ask the weirdest smitten artificer question. How does that compare to the physique I've been staring at every morning for like 4 weeks?
So he's dragonborn. So even like the most buff dragonborn, you don't see the muscle as clearly as you do on a tiefling or a different humanoid. You can see that, yeah, he's built, like, he definitely has muscle, but you can't, yeah, you can't see it the same way that you do with Marcus.
Okay, Kira's going to, sorry, Seru. Kira's going to just kind of look at that, and then just her gaze flicks towards Marcus. She's doing the mental comparison.
Kira, you absolutely feel Gale's eyes on you.
Nope, not looking towards Gale.
You feel
at
it.
all.
You feel it.
Nope, not doing that.
Marcus glances at Jared. Wow, you're very strong. My goodness, you must do double the push-ups I do.
Well, I do 50 push-ups a day, 50 squats, and 5-kilometer run every morning.
The fuck? All right.
But
As you were.
that aside, that being aside, I ended up walking by an older hospital that is still, I believe it's not abandoned, but it helps children with illnesses, and I felt something was wrong there, and I tried to go inside, and they turned me away at the door, even though I'm a hero, and I'll do that in air quotes. So yeah. Also with Kira's little glance at Marcus towards my muscles, I'm a grower, not a shower.
Yeah, Gale's face.
What?
Oh, I never. That was out of character. Sorry.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I was like, oh, there is about we're about to break this whole session down. What the fuck was that?
But yeah, so yeah. That's my spiel.
Okay, so run me past that again though. You were called to a location. You felt like it was a hospital and you were not welcomed in. Just break that down for me a little bit more.
No. I was doing a bit of some, muscle training, cardio at the Alpha League.
Understood.
And I got this intense chill up my spine that something was wrong somewhere, and I couldn't get back in to motivate myself to continue my training, and so I took a walk to clear my head, and well, I ended up just going for a stroll, and I ended up at this hospital that I used to go to when I was a child, and when my body was very weak and I was almost constantly ill, where they took care of me and I eventually got better. But when I was walking by it and reminiscing, I felt something was wrong on the inside. I couldn't shake it, so I went up to the entrance and they wouldn't let me in. And I know there's something wrong happening.
Does Torm often send you these kind of hints, premonitions, feelings? Or is this like the first time it's ever happened to you?
I don't know if it was Torm, but honestly, it's the first time that it's happened this intense. But I have, when I've been selecting, my contracts of, help wanted on the help wanted board, I'll look at one and I'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna go do this one. This sounds right up my alley, and I go to take it off and bring it, say I'm gonna take this, and I get this chill, and I don't take it, and then I grab another one and it feels all right, and then literally a couple days later, I'll find out, or I've found out sometimes that there was a watchdog who had taken that job, and they were almost killed on the job because it was just so intense.
That sounds an awfully lot like divine intervention to me.
Yeah, for sure. God's watching out for you, it seems, and giving you hints. It also seems.
However, if this is a hospital that you frequented as a sickly child, if there's something wrong there, if this is what you need assistance with, well, he looks down at his armor. I'm pretty strapped right now. Oh, I can perform sacrificial repose, by the way. Again, so if we need to refresh ourselves at any point in time, I'm prepped to, lash out.
Super useful.
Master Jared, do you think you might be able to take us? I mean, are we okay with assisting Master Jared in this, with his recent training, his acceptance of vampirism, his agreement of all of you randos who are now living in this abode?
Yeah, you got cool with a lot of stuff real quick, man. Appreciate that.
I appreciate that too. I was honestly terrified when I touched your shield. By the way, I'm sure Torm would have told you eventually, but I touched your shield and it scalded the absolute piss out of my finger. Thankfully, I'm fully recovered now, but that was terrible. But I do appreciate your discretion and your confidence in my capability of controlling this gift.
Upon hearing that you got burned slightly by the shield, you'll see Jared like snap his head and like look right over to the shield, and I'll be like, Tor, come on, I respect you, but these are my allies, and just snap back to the party. But yes, if you are not disinclined to assist me, it would be greatly appreciated.
Hold on a second. Before we go, you're allowed to talk to your god like that, but I can't even make an offhanded comment, or I'm chastised and cast into the fucking seas of the abyss?
You're not a paladin.
Fuck
You're
me.
equipped without thinking.
You're right. You're right. You're right, dear. And he kind
I
of pats her on the
mean-
shoulder.
Did he say, he said deer?
Yep.
Both of Gale's eyebrows go up.
Kira shuts the
Tempest
fuck
kinda
up
like
and looks down again.
Tempest elbows Gale a little bit.
They're both just like dorkily elbowing each other.
Jared is going to ignore that, and I'm gonna simply look at Marcus, and I'll be like, well, Sir Marcus, I mean, I've been together with Torm for, like, not together as Tempest and Gale are, but we've been together for several years, so, yeah.
Oh.
I mean, we kind of have a buddy type relationship, I guess.
Oh, I'm so confused by what you're
Yeah.
talking about. You're being very...
I think it sounds a lot like the relationship that I have with Aranor.
Oh, you
Little
take
bit.
long baths and drift into the Sea of Nether in order to receive gifts, and I'm assuming you see each other in the nude, you and Torm.
Gale turns and looks
Jared.
at Tempest.
I look at Tempest, and I'm like,
No,
"You
guys,
have
come
a
on.
Side woman?"
No,
She was naked,
no,
wasn't she?
no.
I'm gonna elbow him again, and then ow, even as I elbow
All right,
him.
sorry. No demigods, no
I
gods,
went
no
into
patrons.
those
My bad.
baths fully clothed. All right, Gale.
You did.
No, I did.
Oh,
She had a mermaid tail, so I guess she's technically naked from the bottom, on the bottom. But no, she had clothes on. It's fine.
Sorry.
Now who's the shitty talker?
Aranor?
his
Oh,
goddess
she's my
is
patron.
Kind of patron, yes, patron.
I
And
Demigod,
he,
demigod,
I swing
I-
around and I point at Alan. He follows the Kraken, who also knows Aranor. So it's kind of like this weird buddy-buddy relationship. We've been into some dark, dark places, Master Jared. Let me tell you, I have delved into the deepest recesses of these demonic minds, and he just kind of looks around the room and does one of
Gonna
these.
say it as a distraction to try and cut through before he explains the demons in the brain, or worse, shares them. So Kira's gonna cut in and say, besides, Min's a paladin of La Pencer.
And that she is, which I will leave alone for now.
Zachary says, I shot Bonkin.
No, you did not. He caught it.
That's true.
You shot at Master Bonkin.
It's very successful.
And he caught it.
So
It was a
the
bet.
hospital-
We play games in the attic.
So
Yeah, we tend to shoot each other in the attic for money.
So, Kira's cat Min is a paladin. You shoot at Bonkin for money to see if he can catch the bullet.
Most of the time, it
Which
does.
he does.
He did. He did.
Oh, and she's not my cat per se. Technically, she's my sister.
Sorry.
And
let
Syl
me
is
back that
Marcus and Kira's love child.
And I'm a vampire.
And now you're
Gale,
caught up.
Gale looks around the table.
And he, points to Ellen, was almost a tree. But don't worry, we would have had him awakened and we would have talked to him. It would have been great. He'd give us apples and fruit and all sorts of good shit. Lemons.
So,
yeah.
Min is feline fine.
So where's this hospital?
It's about maybe a 20-minute walk from Alpha League. But I was walking fairly slow that day, so I imagine it will not take very far. Or
No.
take very long.
Master Jared, we don't walk here. We either run or we ride. Am I right, Master Zachary?
That's what you pay me for.
I was only comparing it because I was doing that mode of transport at the time, okay? But I understand that you do drive everywhere. But I
No.
have my e-bike.
E-bike. Oh, we need to get you set.
What's
Okay.
an e-bike?
Yeah, another time.
Electric bike. That's
Oh.
all.
Wait, electric. Oh, whizzes in the walls. Fuck, they put them in bikes now?
No.
Wizard?
Nope. Nope. To the hospital.
in the
A
Zachary?
luminary. Okay, sorry.
It helps move the bike because I have my shield and my hammer in the back, and they are heavy.
Thank God.
Jared,
Master
I've been
Bonkin's not
trying to explain electricity since we got here. It's. If you have any hope of getting to the hospital at a reasonable time, we should go.
I'm sorry,
I am
I'm just
all for
imagining a big buff dragonborn with like tops to bots armor, a giant fuck off hammer on his back, riding a moped down the street, and that's
He'd
amazing.
fit
I
in
love it.
really well on campus.
Clarity, it's not like on my back. It's like, you know, the little carriages for like children. I modified it just so that it fits my hammer and my shield in there while I tow it along. That was my thought.
That's smart. All right, Zachary steps toward the
Even
back of the back door. I'm gonna go get the car started. Who is all coming with?
Myself, Mistress Kira, Syl, and Min, Master Tempest and Zupel, and Master Jared. Master Aegis, you're gonna stay here to tend to yourself, your brother, and Mistress Gale.
That's
yes?
correct. Also, Jared, you would have noticed that Aegis's hair is completely white now. That's the other change with him as well. I forgot to mention that.
I must have missed that during a session, so I'm glad that you clarified.
Yeah. All right. So, sake of brevity, you guys all pile into the vehicular. Zachary, yeah.
Sorry. When we're driving, can I do my usual research a little bit, if I can?
Yep. Yeah. Go ahead and give me an intelligence, or you could do your computer thingy, right?
Disadvantage right now, right?
Yeah. Just straight roll.
Okay. Oh. Straight roll, not disadvantage, I was thinking. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Damn, 14. Good God.
Okay.
Yeah, because I have tools and expertise and a bunch of other shit.
You actually, there's not much to find. This, what you can do is solidify what Jared told you, in that this has been around for a very long time. It is actually run by an adoption agency, like it's owned by them, and primarily takes care of orphaned children. It is on the west side of town and the poor side of town. So I don't know if you have a map pulled up, Marcus. I know you usually do, but
I do. Yeah. This is for where the hotel is, or I'm sorry, the hospital.
yeah, it's actually just like a small clinic. It's like a 1-story clinic. I'll show you guys a picture because I do have that ready as well. It's going to be.
Kira will be relaying all of this, so you can take notes,
Okay,
etc.
perfect. So it's going to be, if you look on the map, Xavier, where the Watchdogs HQ is. It's going to be northwest of that in those clusters of buildings. So where the Thirst is, it's directly down below that. It's the top left of that series of 9 buildings where the Watchdogs headquarters is.
Top. Okay, so it's in between the Thirst and the Watchdogs?
Yeah.
Oh, it's the Watchdogs, but the Watchdogs is the bottom right and they're the top left?
Top left, yep.
Got it.
That's it.
Thank you.
And then this is what it looks like. It's really a tiny little old rundown thing.
Okay, but I'm just impressed that you got the text to actually read as legible text with the words that you were intending.
Surprisingly, this was my first try.
Damn.
It is not easy to do. Yeah, so very simple, and it just says, like, the only other information that you can get from it is that they don't have a ton of patients anymore. Most people have moved out of this side of town, but they just have stayed open because they are a safe space for the orphans. All right, so let me. Hold on one second. I actually do have a name for it.
I'm fine with just calling it medical clinic. I'm just adding it to my map, so. Okay, got it. Thank you.
It was called New Haven Mercy Clinic. Just for
Got
you.
it.
Yep.
When we step out of the vehicle, I am going to end up, I'm going to do 2 spells. I'm going to boarding bond Marcus, without giving him any warning to the
God
fact.
damn it. God
It's
damn
going-
you.
Very intentionally, and then I'm going to buff myself, and I am going to, this is strictly RP more than the mechanical, I'm going to give myself the enhanced ability but for Constitution, so that I can try and keep up with the party a little bit, as I feel like shit.
All right, got it.
And Tempest will inspire Marcus and Jared.
Okay.
That lasts 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm assuming it would be
We're
like.
at a D8 or D10 right now?
D8.
Thank you.
And I'm assuming that would be like right before you guys go in.
Exactly. Yeah. Like
Now,
at the door.
Now Jared said, yeah, he was kicked away, so maybe we'll see if we can even walk in without bashing.
That's a good point. Yeah. Before. That's, you know what? I will actually hold off on the inspiration until we actually
Yep,
need
no
to get
problem.
into a fight.
I won't, I'm not holding off on mine, so Kira's going to, as she's like still looking at her phone, she's going to just mutter the incant and like draw out the silver thread and tap Marcus's shoulder, and he'll feel that protection settle over him.
Yeah, the ring vibrates for a second. He looks down and then looks over at the silver thread. Son of a bitch. It hurts you more than it hurts me.
But you get hurt less, so it's okay. As her hands are still shaking slightly, she's been on her phone.
Yeah, Marcus looks at the door. If anybody touches me, I'm going to rip their fucking head off so they don't touch you again. Just to be clear. Master Jared, where did you get stopped exactly? At the doorway or further on, or how did this happen?
Well, I went in, and I was wanting to look inside the clinic, maybe for a bit of nostalgia or just to look around to see if my feeling was founded, so to speak. And the employees basically turned me away from the front desk.
Oh,
And did you notice anything odd about them, or was there any? I guess first question, was there anything odd about them? Follow-up question will be, I guess, what was there anything odd from your time when you lived here?
It was absolutely
You said you lived here, right?
odd. Yes, because I was an orphan.
and a very sickly child, yes?
Absolutely. Sorry, I get a little worked up. But yeah, so when I went up to the front desk, I said I had a bad feeling about this place, and I said I used to live here, and I just wanted to, take a look around. I didn't want to believe my gut feeling. I wanted to, see if this place was actually good, because it had helped me so much, and I wanted to still believe in it. And then they said that even though I was a hero working with watchdogs, they were not allowing me in. They said based on absolutely no evidence, I was allowed in. And so they turned me away, and when I guess tried to flex my authority upon it, they were very uncooperative, and they called out some very large security guards, and I didn't think I could take them. If they had two of those big guys there, I just thought it would be best to walk away, but I couldn't shake the feeling that something was wrong, and that's basically when I texted you, Marcus. If I'm allowed to call you just Marcus.
Call me whatever you want. I am the ninth son, but that's fine.
But you didn't notice anything physically weird about them, like, I don't know, purple veins or glowing eyes or fucking
Monstrous claws, elongated toes, fucking 6 feet tall.
You can give
Well,
me.
6 feet tall's not that crazy. He kind of like
these
looks up a
guys
little
were
bit.
like 7 feet, which is taller than me.
Fuck.
So
What the fuck were they? Ogres? Trolls?
very large humans. Humans can get that size.
Marcus glances at Tempest and Kira. Can humans really get that fucking big? 7 feet?
I mean, I've heard about like half giants and things like that, but
Yeah, they might have been
I don't-
maybe a half colossus or a half giant. But yeah, they were taller than me, and I'm not one to flex my height, but yeah, they were taller than me.
I was
They
about
were
to-
quite intimidating.
I was about to say
6'6"
you were
like
literally just flexing in our kitchen. But you're talking about your height, I guess.
I did state about my height, and you'll see he does the other arm gun again.
Oh, settle down, strong man.
I'm messaging the
I see
DM.
it.
Fair warning. Sorry.
Yep, I see it.
No worries. Would I have noticed if there was purple veins, glowing eyes?
Give me a retroactive perception check.
Who?
Jared.
Oh.
Yeah,
It was supposed to an 18.
you were they weren't acting like you would expect them to, for sure, and that stuck out to you, but because you were so concerned, you really weren't able to catch, and plus everything, the potentially half Goliath guys that escorted you out, they were kind of intimidating too, so you had a hard time really focusing.
Yeah, I could see that. I was also, having that gut feeling that I wasn't entirely in my right headspace. So yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna move your guys
Well-
over here. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say I was just role playing. Right. So maybe we go in. We allow maybe Master Aegis to, Master Tempest to facilitate the conversation. I am going to quietly wait on the back end and just watch minds in case there's anything that's not connecting with what they are saying. And if there's something funky going on here, we may need to act fast, in which case I will connect to everybody. Master Jared, are you okay with me connecting to you telekinetically? I know we've done it once before, but are you alright with that for this endeavor?
Absolutely.
Okay. And I said telekinetically, I meant telepathically. So I will, if the shit gets weird, I will connect to everyone. I'll open the network. I'll let you know what I'm seeing, but I'll let Master Tempest do the talking, and I will just kind of watch from. I want to say afar, but that's not right. I'll watch from a mind.
Yeah, I don't think I should be the one to go in as well, so I think I shall stay outside with you, and you'll let me know what you see, and we can charge in if it goes sideways.
Yeah,
Well,
that sounds good, I suppose. Yeah.
Do you
Um,
do you want to go in alone, or do you want someone with you?
well, I'll have to go in with him. I'll have to see people in order to be able
Well,
to read their minds. So
then I'm gonna need to go in as well.
Marcus
and we can all
smiles.
we could all go in, right? I mean,
That's
like
that's that's that's
Jared
true.
Jared had a concern. He went to get the proper authorities, which is us, who are part of the health administration. This is a routine surprise inspection of the facility to be sure that everything is up to code.
There's also
Oh,
another angle that we could try if needed. I
You
we
know,
would have
Give
to
me
be
all your
or
fucking money. No, sorry,
no.
that's not the angle. I apologize.
I don't think that's the right angle. And last ditch effort angle, sure, we'll keep that in their back pocket.
That
Sorry.
was better than my idea, and that was just the we need medical attention. Will you admit us so that we can get medical attention?
So what, beat the shit out
oh,
of Jared and then bring him in bloodied, and
No,
then
shoot me in
Kira's
the
just
fuck.
gonna
Shoot me
hold
in the
up her
head.
hand, which is still shaking, or I
Ow.
can just go in and say, I don't feel so good.
I mean, they are a clinic, but they usually specialize with children. They are pediatrics, but they do
I
have.
have
Uh,
a potion of growth. We can give it to Mistress Kira. She can become very small and play a child. And if we need to shoot her in the hand, Master Zachary's right there.
I got it.
I
That's what you pay me for.
don't. No, no,
I'm
no,
I'm
no,
I'm I'm,
no.
I'm kidding. I'm
imagine
kidding.
Zachary like spins his gun. Let's fucking do this.
Catch
you'll
this,
see
bitch.
I got a taste for blood.
you'll see Jared partially grab his crossbow, and then when Marcus says that he's joking, he'll put it back behind his back where it was before.
I was kidding. We're not going to shoot anyone. Let's just go in and have the conversation. If it really comes down to it, we leave, we come back a little smaller, we play a game, and see what happens. Master Jared, let me ask you a question. As you are a man of faith, and none of us here. He kind of glances around at the group. Ah, do you sense something evil in place right now within this facility?
DM, do I? Do I make a roll?
Um, yeah, you can make a roll. So you'll see the shield will flash. And Jared, give me you're looking specifically for something evil?
Yes, something, evil, maybe chaotic, just something that's not on the neutral good side or lawful.
Sure.
By the way, Marcus is not completely convinced, by the way, yet that he is not a paladin.
Okay.
He thinks this dude is a paladin and has since session 8.
Yeah, you can give me a religion check. 15's not bad. Yeah, you can sense that there is something of an evil nature inside of the clinic. You can't determine exactly what it is, but you do sense a feeling of evil inside the clinic.
I do sense something that is not right. So, yeah, my suspicions are confirmed. If they say there's nothing wrong, I'm not believing it. I'm believing in what Torm and my gut feeling says. There's something going on here.
Okay. Candace, I don't know if you saw my message. Tempest will take out his pigments and he'll start to yeah, fuck it. He'll start to paint on the back of one of the seats in the car. I assume we're all still in the car, right? Are we actually?
That's what I thought. If you
having
guys are-
have are we yeah, are we actually having this conversation about infiltrating this place on the front step? I hope not.
I was assuming you guys were in the car, but I'm gonna give you a little something so you guys can get lined up if you want.
So Tempest will kind of paint on the on the back headrest of inside the car a health inspector's badge.
Okay.
One of those little like identification books, and he'll kind of like paint it on the back of the headrest and then peel it off.
Yeah, give me a performance check.
Hey.
All right. Yeah, you successfully are able to create a health inspector, like identification book.
Okay, hang on. Where the fuck am I? Sorry, I can't see myself outside of your map. There we
Yeah,
go.
it's like
Okay.
tan on the outside. That's
Yeah,
weird.
sorry. I grabbed.
Usually
I
black.
was just reaching for HP. I was like, I think I have the highest. Here we go.
So
Alright.
the script on the badge actually is in Elvish, but it says essentially "I do what I want."
Okay.
It's all like elegantly written, of course, but it doesn't literally say "I do what I want," but it's effectively
Okay, Ron.
elongated ways. Yeah, I do what I fucking want.
I do what I want. All right, perfect. Okay, so you guys walk in here. Give me 1 sec. I will reveal more of the map. I just didn't want to have too much going on while you guys are planning. So.
Oh, I just realized you copied them before I did the buffs and stuff. Don't forget to add
Oh,
your
shit.
warding bond stuff.
Yeah, I got it. Thank you. Also, if you guys have not noticed, they did an update in Roll20, so you can do clear all, and they have like made their screen sizable. Oh no, they haven't. Never mind.
Yeah, but don't do the clear all on accident. It's really annoying when you have a bunch of resistances.
I did the same thing, but I have so many resistances that I just put your buff on me and call it all.
Yeah. All right, so you guys walk in. Let me get a little bit of something going for music. You guys walk in here, and you do see like there's two nurses sitting behind the front desk there, or people in scrubs at least.
Yeah, Tempest will walk up to the desk.
And just to be clear, I do have full visor down. I am totally locked into the plate.
Okay.
I also have, the mask shut, and you'll notice he's tilting his head down so that they can't see the eyes, just to kind of, I guess, look a little more inconspicuous, I guess, just so they don't recognize me for my heterochromia, I guess.
Got it. Okay. The one in blue turns towards you. The other one's typing on the computer. She turns to Tempest and says, "Hi, can I help you?"
Oh yes, good afternoon. My name is Riley. I'm here on a routine health inspecting surprise health inspection, and he'll kind of flip open the ID badge real quick for the city of New Haven, and I'm going to need full access to the facility. We've received reports that there's some, let's just say, unlawful activities happening on the premises. So just want to make sure everything's on the up and up here.
I'm gonna open the network and try to I'm going to No, I'm not. I'm just gonna open the network.
You're gonna open the network towards.
Yep, towards the one that he's talking to.
Okay. Right. She is definitely gonna try. You'll feel resistance.
He doesn't force his way in.
Sure, but
Nope.
you'd be sensed. You would know that you were sensed. The surface thought that you'd be able to get from that is more of a feeling because you're not able.
No. I'm not casting detect thoughts.
Okay. Got it. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just opening the network in case I need to talk or listen.
Gotcha. Okay. You don't really get anything from her, which is kind of odd.
Okay.
She looks at you, Tempest, and says, "Unfortunately, we're not accepting surprise inspections today."
I'm sorry you feel that way, but surprise inspections aren't really things that are accepted or not accepted. We're going to just need to take a look around. If you could please escort me to your supervisor or manager or whoever's in charge here.
Saru?
I would like to insight her.
Okay, go ahead. Oh, wow.
Holy shit.
It's good insight. Yes, something is definitely not right. With a nat 20, what I'll tell you is that you get the sense that she's a bit of a puppet right now. That's the best way that you can, that you'd be able to perceive and describe what's happening. She is a puppet.
So I will lean down over Tempest's shoulder and be towards Marcus as well. So I'm like between both of them when I lean down. Or I guess actually, Marcus, how tall are you?
I'm very short, actually. I am only 5'10".
Yeah, so I will lean in between both of you and explain that there is something very wrong here. And this woman feels like a puppet, like someone's controlling her. And I'll lean back up and just kind of keep my head facing one way.
This other woman stands up and walks over and says, "What's going on here?"
Are you the supervisor of this establishment?
Yes, that's me.
Okay, thank you. Yes, City Health Inspector, we need full access to the building. If you could please direct me to your common area, I suppose, is where we should probably first start. And he'll flip out the ID badge real quick and okay.
I'm sorry, we're not accepting any inspections today, but if you come back tomorrow, perhaps we'll be able to accommodate.
Nope, surprise inspections. What were you gonna say, Marcus?
Marcus will nobody would see it because I'm going to cast it psionically, but I am going to cast Calm Emotions, and I'm going to attempt to change their emotions to empathy to try to understand why we're here? Question mark?
Okay, hold on, because I gotta figure out how this will interact. One sec.
Okay. It's
I don't like that you said interact, by the way, but that's fine. Carry on.
It is a charisma save DC 17.
Okay, so who are you casting it on, the blue or the?
The one who is the supervisor.
Okay, so the one in the tan shirt.
Yeah.
So here is what happens. So, Calm Emotions. Basically, as soon as you cast it, Marcus, even though nobody sees what happens, you guys will see the woman in the tan shirt's face will shift. All of a sudden, you're going to see fear come across her face, and her eyes get really wide. And as that happens, you will see...
An
Oh boy,
initiative
here we
tracker.
go.
Here it is.
In initiative order, here we fucking go.
Hold on one second. Let me get into the thing. Hold on, don't do anything yet. But what you guys see is there is a like non-corporeal figure that essentially gets forcefully removed from this woman. And I'm trying to figure out if anybody would know what that is. I don't know if any of you would. I don't know that any of you would. So, yeah, you see
Is it
this.
in the book of 100,001 weird ass creatures and how to harvest them?
Why don't we do this? Because it was a lot of creatures. Roll percentiles for me. It was not in the book.
Well, that sucks. I need volume 2, please.
Okay.
And I've never encountered this creature before.
I can't think of any reason why Marcus would have.
Touche.
Like, for all of you. Even Jared, there's no... Actually, Jared, give me a history check. Yeah, you're not entirely sure either, Jared. Unfortunately, you're not quite sure. All right, you guys can click your characters and go ahead and roll.
Always at the bottom. Always at the bottom.
But you're a power bottom, Marcus.
I have a DM question here.
Uh-huh.
Just in case it's at all irrelevant, and I always forget to mention it, Min has vigilance and can't be surprised at all. I don't know if that's going to make any sort of difference in this.
Cannot be surprised. Okay, got it.
Yes.
Likewise, I also have the surprise or fudge, the alert feat. There we go.
Got it. Okay.
Tempest
All right.
is actually very susceptible to being surprised, and he is surprised as shit at this fucking ghost pulling out of this thing's body.
As is Marcus, clearly.
Alright.
Fuck!
Surprise! Cock bags. Okay. So, as this creature... Oh, let me put it on the map, sorry. I'm just going to make the token of the woman map part, so that way we're not... Alright, so this ghost-like creature gets forcefully ejected from this woman. And as it appears in front of you, it does not look very happy. Thank you for the raid, Jen, to you. We're just getting into some combat. I appreciate that. Thank you. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start at the top with Jared.
Alright, I wasn't. Oh, I don't see where the spirit is.
On the tan
Oh,
person.
Yeah, it's
I
right
seen-
on top of the sand one.
I seen like a blue sphere thing just past the second table before Candace swapped it over. So, all right, well, okay. So I'm going to
Oh, thank you so much for that follow. Welcome
take a
to our
shot
house.
with guiding bolt.
I'm not ignoring you, I promise. I'm just running the combat. Sorry. Thanks, guys.
First level.
You were doing
I
what?
don't think that's hitting.
Oh, guiding bolt.
Yeah, no, that's not hitting.
Yeah, unfortunately, that does miss. It's a good call, though.
That's okay. I will then also see Kira behind me, or
thank
to
you.
my far left, and I'm going to hit her with Shield of Faith.
Okay.
And I will stay right where I am for this turn.
All right. Sounds
And that's
good.
+2, right?
That is indeed +2 AC.
For how long?
10 minutes, as long as I remain concentrated.
Right.
Okay, awesome.
All right. That is all for him. We are moving on. Tempest.
Okay.
Retroactively,
surprising.
I will say you guys said you were going to do the things before you walked in, I will allow Jared and Marcus to have the inspirations that you said you were going to do for the next 10 minutes.
Oh, okay, cool. I will mark those off as spent then. Okay, so yeah, both Jared and Marcus have inspiration. Okay, being super surprised, Tempest will kind of like squeal a little bit, like, "Bleh!" And then kind of blast the this ghost here. Obviously, terribly because he's right up against it and just kind of like reactionary. So this is going to be disadvantage anyway. Roll. 14.
14 hits.
Okay. 2. Ugh. That one's not gonna hit. Might hit the lady.
Are you not?
Last one.
Are you not going
What?
back with that?
Yes, I would like to knock it back. Yes. Oh. I guess the first one. That's a good point. The first one would have been knocked back, so that wouldn't be at disadvantage anymore.
Correct. Yeah, you
Oh,
can
what did
reroll
I
the second
actually-
if you want.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, or just take the higher of the two, which was what?
I don't even remember what it was. Didn't even actually say.
I believe it's a 16.
Yeah, it looks like a 16, so all
Was it a
3 would hit
16?
then. Yep.
Okay, perfect. Okay.
And are you forcing it back again with each?
So just the first one really, and
Okay.
then the second two are just owies at that point. Just
Alright.
basically getting it away from this person and then just blasting. Well, away from this person being me. Fuck off. Once at least, and then bah, bah, bah.
Got it. Okay. It does seem like it takes the full effect of your Eldritch Blasts. And you can
Alright, and then
you can hear Aranor's song playing in the back of your head. Or I guess Serlet's song.
yeah, I guess I'm gonna stick with Aranor because that's the first name
Yeah.
I knew her as.
Yeah.
Alright, and then he'll kind of prance back, it's like, holy shit, fucking ghost. And that's it.
That seems about right. Okay. Good turn. Okay, now it's going to be one of their turns. Alright, so you guys will see you guys will see this door over here fly open. 1 second, it's over here. So you know where over here is.
Dislike.
He just bum rushes you, Marcus. Just beelines right out the door, right at you. But that's all he can do, so. Kira.
So, Kira, seeing this thing attack Marcus. Step one. Does she have any idea what the fuck?
For that, again, I don't know
Or
if you would have been
Type of generic type of creature?
you can give me an intelligence check.
I can do a thinky.
Yeah, would Jarrett recognize it?
Yeah, anybody who wants to try, you can, if you think that you have, a reason. It'll be an intelligence check for anybody who wants to try.
I'm not hoping to know exactly what it is. I'm hoping to know maybe this, like, oh, that kind of looks like X that I read
Right.
about.
Tempest, Jared, and Marcus, well, okay, Tempest, it's scary. Jared and Marcus, you just want to hit it. And Kira, you are pretty confident this is some sort of wraith.
Okay. In that case, she's going to... She sees this thing charge Marcus. Her expression gets dark for a moment. She's going to take a deep breath, step forward, and reach out and touch Marcus, and I'm going to cast haste on him. Here's hoping it doesn't backfire with warding bond, but we're gonna cast it anyway. Fucking wraiths.
I'll give you guys a picture too, because I didn't give you a very good description. Or I won't because it sucks. I'll make a picture for you and then I'll share it with you.
That works too. Then I'm... Can you make the lines on the map darker again, please, if possible?
Yeah. Hold
Thank
on
you.
one sec, sorry. I always
Only
forget that I
since
can
know
do that.
it's possible. Min and Sil are going to... Oh, that's amazing. Thank you. Are going to go do some charging. Sil's holding on to Min. Min is out for ectoplasm?
I guess.
Not a great roll.
It hits.
We are absolutely putting an arcane jolt into it.
Okay.
For fucking max, so 22 points of fuck up the ghost with force damage.
Alright.
Apparently Min didn't like being in one place for 2 weeks, and she's a little restless. And then for my nope.
Read the title.
I like how there's dice on the table.
I know, because if I put D&D in it when I'm creating it, it always throws dice in there.
Is that a character sheet?
Maybe.
I think it's a character sheet.
Look really close, maybe you can figure out what its weaknesses are.
Then Kira's going to just step back. Notably, she does not have a weapon in hand, just her shield and a Swiss Army knife? Multi-tool.
What kind of damage is the arcane jolt? Is it still just force? Okay.
Everything that Min just did was force.
I thought so, but I wanted to make sure. Okay, yep.
Did it look like it took all of it to its ghostly face?
It did. It didn't look like it
Fantastic.
liked it very much.
Okay. That concludes our turn.
Alright. Marcus.
Dang, as many status icons as Marcus normally has.
So yeah, Marcus will grab the flails and just immediately activate them for my environmental. He looks over at this thing that has just charged him and he just goes, "What the fuck are you?" And then he's gonna start swinging.
Okay.
Here's the first attack. 19.
That hits.
Alright. I'm also going to drop I'm gonna spend a psi point, and I'm gonna dump a psionic strike into it. Which my psionic strike's just upgraded to a D10. Yay! That's an extra 10, so 27 points of magical bludgeoning psychic.
Okay.
And then it will need to make a strength saving throw, DC 17.
Oh, it fails.
I'm gonna try to knock it down.
Okay, let me make sure.
Yeah, I don't know if it's immune to that or not because it's incorporeal, but it is.
No, so this one, so the other thing was floating, this one is standing.
Okay.
So you do manage to knock it down.
Okay, excellent. So that's the first attack. The second attack then will be made with advantage.
Okay.
That's a 28,
Oh, that hits.
and that's for another 16 points of magical bludgeoning psychic. The third attack, because I now do 2 extra attacks. Is 21.
Okay.
So he swings at it 3 times. That's another 13 points of magical bludgeoning psychic.
Okay.
And then I will swing at it with the offhand for a 4th attack. That's That's a 26.
Okay.
And that's another 16 points of magical bludgeoning this time.
Got it. All right.
How does it look after I knock it down and smack the absolute fuck out of it?
So it doesn't look happy and it doesn't look very good, but it also wouldn't be what you considered a living thing bloodied.
Okay, and Marcus, does he see? Is this thing incorporeal? Like, does it look ghost-like?
It has, as weird as it's
Or
gonna,
spectral, or
it has spectral like tendencies, especially around the edges of it, but it's more solid than the other things that have popped out.
Okay, so yeah, he just hits it those 4 times then, and I suppose that will end my turn. Actually, no, because I'm hasted. I have a hasted action, so I will attack it one more time. So here's the last attack.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a 27.
Yeah, that hits.
Holy shit, no, haste is so good. That's another 22 points of magical bludgeoning psychic. Holy fuck.
Okay, now it's looking a little. It's looking what you might think would be bloodied.
Okay, now I end my turn.
Okay. All right. Okay, so. Also, I'm gonna correct myself here. I already told Kat. The 15 did not hit. D&D Beyond did this weird thing where it kept the other card up, even though I clicked on the other monster. So the 15 did not hit. She's taking her Arcane Jolt back, just for next week's reference. All right. So from back here. You will see this little MFer come out through the wall. So this one is more incorporeal than the other.
Stop it.
No.
Fair enough.
Okay, that one gets there, and it is Marcus. It is going to try to hit you. Notice how I say try.
My AC is currently 20.
Oh, it misses horribly. It's gonna try one more time. It's clawing at you. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I heard you say it before I could say it, so.
What were you gonna? No, go ahead.
Reserve it.
I didn't
was
say if
gonna
it hit
do-
yet or not.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'll use my reaction to
Okay.
give it disadvantage.
Okay. Yeah, so Marcus, this thing's the first claw kind of just like slashes on your armor and makes a really bad chalkboardy sound. The second one, as it comes around, you would see all of a sudden. Well, Jared, do you want to explain what it looks like?
Yes, I would like to like slip in between like Tempest and like go behind Marcus and like just throw my shield up just before the claw hits.
What's the name of the feat that you're using?
It's my protection feat.
I-
Oh no.
I just want to make sure it was 5 feet
Oh.
of the person being attacked, not 5 feet of the creature, but you're good. Okay.
Yeah, it is, that's why I put myself here still.
Yeah, so you'll see Marcus, Jared's beefy arm that he keeps showing off, his scaled beefy arm appears with the shield, and suddenly his god is helping to protect you, and this thing that would have actually damaged you does not do so. With that, we'll move on to...
So, quick question: now that that ghost is out of the supervisor, there, what is she doing now? Is she kind of
Oh,
just
yeah,
crumpled?
sorry. I started to say that earlier and then I stopped myself. Yeah, she crumpled to the ground. She is behind the desk on the floor right now. The other woman, well, yeah. She's standing there, the other woman's standing there kind of just in a trance. So this thing... Yeah, so this thing gets there. Actually, no. It'll stop right here, and it's going to try to attack Min.
Rude.
And this one, like I said, it would be almost like right in the middle of the ghost that popped out of the woman and then the wraith thing that came running out. It's much more spectral, but it looks very similar to the wraith with the sword. It will hit Min.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and burn my reaction and spend a psi point, and I'm gonna throw a protective field around Min,
Okay.
and that is going to reduce the damage by 9.
All right. So then Min is going to take 16 points of necrotic damage. Give me a Constitution saving throw from Min, please.
1 second, I'm making sure necrotic still does stuff to my metal non-living being.
Mhm.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, hell, I see rust.
I guess that's why you have to buff it out.
Bah.
No. No, I refute you.
In the name of Girl.
.12, which we are, let me check my distance, going to take up to a 16.
Okay. Good thing, too. So this thing comes up, and you see Marcus, even as he's battling this thing in front of him, throws his hand out, and the very familiar pink energy surrounds Min and Syl, essentially, inside of a protective pink bubble. But as it hits her, there's still damage that gets done, and you're like, oh, hell no, not Min. And thankfully, what might have happened, you managed to help Min fight off.
Was there any visual indication of what that could have been?
Yeah, you know what? You would have seen, which is not typical, you would have seen Min's eyes go bright blue. And this thing, you would be able to tell clearly that it was trying to eat her life force, so it forced it to the surface.
Ghost bitch tried to eat my sister?
Yup. Ghost bitch tried to eat your sister. That sounds like a book from the 90s.
It does.
Somebody's guilty pleasure enjoying to read that.
The fucking ghost bitches. Fucking Leon. Alright, so this one right here is going to try to hit Min since she's in its face. Yeah, okay, yeah, it will. 1 sec.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not buffing Min at the moment, because I'm buffing the impossibly strong vampire instead.
Actually, hold on a second. So what's gonna happen is I need... It is not going to try to hit Min. 1 second.
Yeah.
Stop it!
Okay, yeah,
Stop
everybody.
measuring.
Stop harassing me. Everybody, give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
What in the
Does that
sybil?
include Zupal?
Yeah.
Is this against a charm effect?
Or a fear effect?
Fear.
Understood.
Then I don't think the cats have to. Let me double
Okay.
check.
Oh no.
I don't know if Tempest passed or not, but
I don't know.
Oh my
not
gosh,
sure.
it still does.
I will, I'm gonna burn my Indomitable, and I will reroll.
fucking tough guy Zupal over here.
Or I have to click in like 5 different spots to be able to do this.
Dang, Marcus, you got a +1 with that.
It was better.
Indomitable.
Shut your mouth, Jared. We're here for you.
This is your fault.
I love you, but also fuck you.
So, who didn't have to roll at Min? Oh,
They
she
all
did.
did.
Okay, okay. All right. So with that, Zoopal, Min, Kira, and Jared all save. Everybody else is affected by fear. You are frightened.
For a second, I thought
What?
you were gonna say like all like our pets survived, all our pets passed, but we fucking didn't.
I know. So, Syl, Tempest, and Marcus all need the frightened token.
Got it.
Thank you.
I put it on Syl already.
Thank you. So yeah, yeah. So you guys, so what happens is the ghost, as it clearly is threatened, it almost looks like it's about to implode, and then all of a sudden, it just sort of, I can't do the motion, or you won't be able to hear me, but it sort of explodes instead, and you guys all feel a wave of just uncertainty and fear rush over you. Some of you don't take effect, and some of you do. All right, the next one. So now this woman who's been standing here in kind of a trance, you're going to see that same look come across her face of fear, and another ghosty is going to force its way out, and her body will then just be on the floor. All right, so then there's a new ghost that appears, and it is going to... It's going to try to hit you one time, Marcus.
All
It is going to hit you, Marcus.
right. My AC, by the way, with haste is 22.
It hits. I got exactly that. So this is going to be... I mean, for you, it's so it's 19 points of necrotic damage. So for you, halved,
So 9.
9. So 9 to you, 9 to Kira.
I have to roll concentration.
Yep.
I'll deal with my hit points after.
That was a good save. That was a good save. All right. All right, and then moving on. You will see it, this one goes somewhat invisible. You can still see it there, but it's sort of a shimmery existence right now. I'm gonna mark that one so I remember, because we're almost out of time.
So it's like a blur, kinda.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah, I guess that would be kind of what it looks like, yep. Okay. And finally, Jared. This guy's gonna try to hit you.
Come at me, bro.
Oh, he is. He's gonna hit.
My AC is 20.
Yep, it hits.
Okay. What do I do?
You take damage. 18 points of necrotic damage. Yep, and then give me a constitution saving throw for concentration on your Shield of Faith. Very good. All right, you save, but this thing does show up and slashes you, and when it does, Jared, as its hit actually hits you and you take the damage, it kind of forces you back into some of the really bad memories from when you were younger. Just for a second, it sort of just forces your brain back there. And it is 10 o'clock on the dot, and we just finished our round of combat, so we'll go ahead and end here. I know, Kira, I see you saying no. But Saru, that means you get to play with us again next week. Hooray!
I agree, but I just wanted to do my thing.
I know. Don't forget your thing. Do it next week.
We could do one more round. We don't have any, it's 5 a.m.s there.
That's true.
Or having to work early in the morning for an opening shift.
Jan, don't go over there. I work an office job.
So do I.
Yeah, same.
Do we have, if we have everybody across the board that wants to keep going, we do one more round. But if anybody has an application,
want
that's
to,
okay.
but I won't force anyone.
I can go one more.
I take care of the kids and do my own business work, so that's easy for me.
All right.
But, you know.
All right, we'll do one more round. All right, to the top with Jared.
Okay, so for Jared's turn, I will turn to Kira and I'll shout, "I'm sorry for this, but I feel this is necessary." And I'm going to slam my hammer on the ground and shout, "Torm, I need your help." And I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians.
All right.
You apologize to Kira, you said before you did that?
Yeah. Yes, because I'll lose concentration on Shield of Faith.
Okay.
So you lose your 2 AC.
Perfect. I
but
was
we get
so
the
concerned
AoE.
you were about to, like, smite Marcus or something.
And fuck you guys.
How big is Spirit
No,
Guardian?
15. I only know that off the top of my head because I've been staring at it for the past 10 minutes.
Give me 1 second. I'm grabbing the.
I mean, in the meantime, I can explain how it looks.
Yes,
You'll
please.
see, as, I strike the ground, not, enough to damage the flooring, which is probably very rickety at this point. You'll see, a beam of starlight strike my hammer, and as I raise it up, you'll see, angelic warriors, but they're not glowing of like gold and all that. They're actually kind of dark and see-through, but they have stars embedded in their wings and in the armor as well. So they're kind of like starlight warriors. Because that is how I actually gained the abilities of Torm.
Is that how you wanted the light to look?
That is absolutely wonderful. And I'm also going to use my bonus action for Rally on Marcus because I've seen him take that hit earlier.
All right.
There's one temp HP.
That's all right. So what does that sound like for Rally? What does Jared say?
Marcus, I have your back.
So you hear the Jared voice say that to you, Marcus, and you get 1 temporary hit point. All right. Anything else, Jared?
That's all my action economy. If I move outside, I'm gonna take it. You know what? No, I'll stay where I am.
Okay. I was getting ready to swing on you. Tempest.
All right, so which one am I afraid of? Was it the one over here? The one all the way down there.
Yeah, I'll put a little thing on it.
That was equal to his superiority die plus 0. So what is your superiority die?
That is my superiority die plus my charisma, which is 0.
Yeah,
So
but your superiority die is it's either
a D8.
D6. Oh,
A D8. He rolled a D8 and he rolled a 1 on it. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Understood. Got it. Okay, got it. Sorry.
Yeah, I flopped that one, but they'll get better.
Okay, so I don't want to be anywhere near that guy down there. So, and I do see this guy over here. Going to 5 feet up and then take my attack of opportunity from this guy if he has it.
Okay. Yeah, he will try. He will hit.
Okay.
He freaking moved. Dang it.
Should I not have?
It's gonna
I don't
be
want to be near.
Yeah.
15. Hold on.
Where does he actually get hit then?
What do you mean?
Like, if Tempest gets hit in that square, doesn't the
Could I not give disadvantage? But you already said it hit, so it doesn't matter now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it'll be
it's okay.
15 points of necrotic damage, and then Jared, you get to hang on to your reaction for now.
Yes, I do.
All right, yeah. Tempest, seeing that guy and suddenly scared of him, steps back. Gets a whack from a ghost. Sees this guy right here. God. And he's gonna attempt to Eldritch Blast that one there. I know it's all gonna be at disadvantage anyway, so
Okay.
might as well do it at disadvantage from close range. Okay. Disadvantage. Roll. 13?
13 hits. You're right.
Oh,
This
shit,
guy,
it
right?
does. Correct.
Yep.
Yes.
13 hits.
Okay, definitely pushing him back.
Okay. Marcus, you'd get an attack of opportunity.
I've already used my reaction.
Okay. And they're non-corporeal, so I'm going to leave them on the same.
Oh, he just moves him straight through. Okay.
Yep.
All right, so then, yeah, that one's gonna be for 7 damage.
Okay.
And then next one. Ooh, better. Okay, 17.
17 hits, yep. Are you pushing him again?
Yeah, I don't want him anywhere near me. Fuck that guy. Just go away from me. All right, and then last one. Yeah. Okay, that's definitely not gonna hit.
Yeah, 9 does not hit.
Okay. Yeah, then Tempest will keep moving backwards out of into the hallway next to Kira, next to Zupal, because Zupal's the strong one.
Yes.
15, right behind Zupal. Fucking save me, Zupal! Oh, and then bonus action, he will cast his Tentacles. Wait, no, I think that's an action. I can never remember if it's an action. It's action to cast that. Yeah. I know it's an action to do animating performance, but it's the bonus action to summon a tentacle. Okay, so I'm going to bonus action summon the tentacle right there between Marcus and Jared.
Okay. Hold on one second, I'm grabbing the tentacle.
And just to be clear about the Spirit Guardians, they should have all had to
Oh, yeah.
roll a save when he popped that, since they entered the zone, or take damage.
I was going to ask that. Just wasn't entirely certain. But now I'll know for next time. So I think that means everyone with the exception for the one in the bottom right.
Okay, and what am I rolling?
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save. Unfortunately, it's a low one, or fortunately for you, it's a wisdom 14.
14, okay.
And do I roll a save for my fear at the end of my turn?
Yes, you can roll wisdom again.
Probably not.
Yeah, 5 does not save.
That does it for Tempest.
Alright. And to be clear, the one that Tempest pushed back failed. The other ones, those ones failed, and then this one, actually, the one... Because I don't think that this one was out yet, but it was still in the circle, so I'm going to make the call that it also failed because I rolled for it.
It also says when the creature starts its turn.
Okay,
so,
that's fine.
That's up to you.
Yeah, it failed. It failed.
It's 3d8 damage. Or half if they saved.
I got. Oh, it did roll it. Okay, yeah. 13 radiant.
All right, got it. The damage has been dealt. Thank you. All right, Tempest is done. Onto this big dude.
Would you like me to re-roll the 3d8 again?
Yeah.
Or just keep this roll? Okay.
You can roll it again. He did save. That's
Still
good.
10 damage.
Yeah, he does not. He looks pissed. So much so that he's actually going to move there. Marcus, he's going to try to hit you. Actually, hold on. You guys will see he grabs his sword and he starts to slam it against the ground, the tip of it against the ground. And he does it a few times. Thum, thum, thum. And then he hits it the last time really hard, and there's a wave of energy that pours out. And you will see...
Is this a spell?
It is not.
Damn it.
Okay, 1 second. You see... three more appears, but they look like smaller versions. And he's going to use his bonus action to try to hit you, Jared.
So they entered the Spirit Guardians.
Yeah.
So they probably
Yeah,
have to
we'll do
roll
that in
for
1 sec. I wanna finish up with this guy, and then we'll do the damage on those for sure.
Clarification. If I were to lose concentration after he hits me, would they be affected by the Spirit Guardians or no?
They will be because it's all within the same 6 seconds. So my call would be that yes, they'll at least get the last effect before it goes down. He will hit you.
I'll use my reaction for the tentacle to reduce it.
Okay. All right. So it gets reduced to 7. It was going to be 13 points of necrotic damage. And I will roll for those guys really fast.
DC 14.
Go ahead and roll the concentration check real quick, just so we can get that settled.
Dirty 20. Let's go.
Nice. One of them succeeds, 2 of them fail. So go ahead and roll the damage. All right, that's good.
If they are methods, this might cause more problems than it's gonna solve.
All right. Moving on to Kira.
Okay. Both of the people are currently crumpled to the ground. Both
Correct.
of the
Yep.
Okay. Noted. I don't like any of this. The ghostly things do not appear to be paying them any mind, correct? Okay. The crumpled
them? Yeah, no.
civilians, yeah.
Nope, they're not paying
Okay.
any attention to them.
Okay, then I'm going to assume they're as safe as they can be right now. I hate all of this. Question about how the desks are.
Mhm.
If I were to do a, I don't know, conjure barrage, and would the cone, would they be shielded by the desks, or are they in blast radius of that?
They would. So what I'll say is that they have partial cover right now.
I'm not risking it. Okay. Uh, okay. Then Kira's just going to step up next to uh, Marcus, and she's going to uh, just reach out briefly to just touch his shoulder. Not cast anything, just to touch his shoulder. And then she's going to move that same hand forward, and I'm going to try and zap a ghost.
All right. Yeah, 22 definitely. Yep.
Okay.
Which one are you
Okay.
attacking?
The only one that I can reach.
Okay, I wanted to just make sure I was right. Okay.
17 points of don't touch my boyfriend damage.
Okay.
Yeah, that's part of the incant. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah, I'm aware now, yeah.
So that's what Kira's going to do. Min is going to try and fuck up the scary ghost that she's not all that scared of. Never mind, she's fucking terrified.
She's honestly, she almost had the, not Min, but your sister almost had her soul ripped out of Min's body, so she's probably still a little shaken from that.
Soul's taking dodge action. That's going to be all we're doing at the moment.
All right, Marcus.
All right, so you guys see Marcus turn towards a ghosty boy who is wielding the sword. He will breathe in, and then you guys will all hear, not out loud, but through your mind, almost like this scream from Marcus, and this pink glass shatters from around his head. Candace, I'm going to burn a side point, and I am going to use my ability called Guarded Mind to remove the fear effect from myself.
Okay.
So that's where that is. And then I'm going to start swinging on this motherfucker.
Okay.
That was badass, and I loved it.
I am going to spend my Bardic Inspiration to try to increase that.
Okay.
Let me roll the d8. 16?
16 just hits.
Oh, and if I do this, it adds extra thunder damage. Is that correct, Tempest?
Oh, you're using my inspiration roll. Yes.
Yep. Okay, so and it's what I rolled,
Yeah,
correct?
so it'd be 5 points
Correct.
of thunder.
Yep.
Okay,
And
so
it's
let me-
it's a save on their part too. Yeah, con 15.
He fails. I got a 12.
Okay, so I'm gonna
Yep.
also
So it takes
burn,
that damage.
I'm also gonna burn another psi point for Psionic Strike when I hit him, so that's 21 plus 11, which is 32 plus the 5, so 37 points of magical bludgeoning force thunder.
Say that 5 times fast. So Marcus, you you guys will see Marcus breaks out of the frightened state that he was in, starts just swinging, and every time he swings, he hits. And this thing, on the last hit, this thing kind of just out of existence.
Oh, that was my first attack.
Yeah, well, you got it on the first.
Oh,
attack.
no, not that one. This one down here, the one with the sword. The one with the
Oh,
sword.
okay, hold on. Hold on one second.
Yeah, I'm not fighting the methods yet. Well, now I'm fighting the methods, but...
Okay, what was the total damage on that? 37?
37.
All right, yeah, still same thing. So Marcus manages to take this guy out. This guy summons more of his little creature things, and Marcus manages to, in one swing, take him out.
Okay.
100 points for blast round might have helped a little.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna disregard the methods with my second attack. This little fucker right here, who came out of the female, or the person on the counter. I'm
Yep.
gonna swing with my second attack.
Yep.
17.
Yeah, that hits.
All right, and that is for 18 points of magical bludgeoning psychic.
Okay.
My third attack, same one. 17.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that is for another 15 points of magical bludgeoning psychic.
Okay.
My offhand attack for my bonus action. 14?
14 hits.
Okay. For another 14 points of magical bludgeoning psychic. And for my hasted action, I'm going to swing at it one more fucking time as I am a whirlwind of absolutely fuck no. Oh, also, I dropped my concentration on calm emotions. That
Got
was
it.
on the supervisor. Okay. And the hasted attack is only a 13.
13 hits.
Holy shit. And that is for another 21 points of magical bludgeoning psychic.
All right, so yeah, so this thing pops out and tries to get nasty, and Marcus doesn't give it the opportunity to do so.
All right. I'm going to then not second win, excuse me. I'm going to action surge. And I'm going to turn to the Mephit-looking creature to my right, and I'm going to use the attack action, and I'm going to attack this fucker. That is for 24.
Which one is that on?
The Mephit to my right, or I'm
That.
calling them Mephits, but yeah, the little shadowy shit. Okay, so I assume that hits.
Yeah, 24 hits.
So that's 11 points of magical bludgeoning. Psychic, and then I swing at it again. 26.
That hits, yep.
Oh my god, this is dirty. That's another 10.
This is what it feels like when your dice aren't assholes to you.
And I have a third attack
Yep.
because of action surge. And that is a 16 to hit.
That does hit, yep.
And that's another 15 points of magical bludgeoning psychic.
Okay, yeah, so this creature is running on feet, but like I said, it's kind of in between. It's just like these other ones down here. Wraithy and whatnot. It's barely standing though. It's barely left standing.
Okay, yeah, and Marcus is just, he'll shout out loud, "Fucking ghosts!" As he is a whirlwind of destruction, and I end my turn.
Yeah, that was a great turn. Okay. Moving on. Let's see, so...
Wisdom save first, I think.
Yep, because they're starting in it, yep. That's one success. Okay, there's only one in there, so that is one success if you want to roll, so I can have it. Alright. And then it is going to step the fuck out. And it's going to attack Min.
Rude.
But it misses. So it reaches out to try to attack Min. Cannot manage to do it. It's gonna try one more time. Yeah, it misses again. So both times it misses Min. It just kind of, like I said, the same as Marcus, it just kind of scratches its claws along the metal and it sounds horrible and annoys you. Alright, then this one up here, seeing what is happening there. Oh, so you'll see it takes out this ethereal looking bow, and the bolts, or the arrows on it are similar to the bolts that Kira would shoot. And it is aiming at Kira, but completely misses. Like, completely misses. Like, maybe the DM rolled a nat one. Moving on.
Don't take my shtick then.
Alright, go ahead and roll damage for me, Jared.
Ouch, 2 nat 1s on that one.
Well, 2 of them succeeded, 1 of them failed. Oh, actually, I guess only 2 of them are in there now, huh? Okay, that's fine then. 2 of them failed, so they're both going to take the 10. Or 1 succeeded, 1 failed. Okay, so this one up here that had gone kind of like you couldn't really, like it was kind of in a weird state. It comes back to its normal state just in time to get smacked in the face by the spirit guardians. This one cannot do anything, so it is going to try to attack you, Jared.
Sounds good.
It will miss on the first one. Oh. I found all of Marcus's nat ones. So
Enjoy.
it misses. It misses both times.
You fucked, you jerk.
All right, and we made it back to the top. So well done on that round, guys.
None of the methods attack?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what?
Shadowy
Thank you,
creatures?
thank you.
Yeah, no, I'm just making sure. I don't want to cheat you out of your
No,
monsters.
they
God damn it, Marcus.
I'm sorry.
they had summoning sickness, so they didn't get their attack because they got summoned in the last round.
I appreciate
Yeah.
that. Thank you,
Yeah.
Magic the Gathering, circa 1989.
Yeah. So well done, guys. We'll pick this back up next week. Sarah, you'll be available, right?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
All right. Cool.
Awesome.
Perfect. Okay.
That is a
Um,
spell of a spell you cast, so thank you.
We're gonna find
Yes,
someone to
Spirit
rate
Guardians is
your
fantastic.
stream.
Oh
Thank
man,
you so much
I
for those
picked
who are
it
still
up and
here
I'm like,
from the raid.
oh,
and
I
who's
know
been here
exactly what I'm
tonight.
gonna do.
Let's go find someone good to raid.
For like the description, and I was like, but
do like
what are the
reading
chances I'm
Whiskey
actually gonna
Sin.
use it though? And well, here we go.
Let's raid Whiskey Sin. He's always fun.
Though D&D Beyond did do something weird when I leveled up, thanks to the experience I gained from training. It gave me an extra AC
Thank you guys
because
for
of one of
hanging
the
out tonight.
perks
Payne,
of
thanks for chilling with
Forge
us.
Domain Cleric.
We're gonna go raid Whiskey Sin.
It gives me
Tuesday
one
we'll
extra
do Crochet
AC
and Chill.
when I'm
Hopefully we'll see
wearing
you guys
heavy
then.
armor.
And
But I'm not
have a
wearing
great
heavy
week.
armor, I'm
Otherwise,
wearing
we'll see you
medium.
Friday for our regular
But
streams.
since I have a magic weapon, I don't use Blessing of the Forge on my weapon
good night.
anymore.
Bye,
I just
guys.
use it on my armor, so it works out.
Okay, good balance.
Yeah, it's a good fix now. You know, when the DM is doing her thing, looking to attack me, she'll see that my actual AC is my actual AC.
Hey, nerdy, welcome in to you and your
Me freaking
D&D
three.